Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command.
Eight, ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
Here we go, guys.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 228 pounds, BF Bobby Fish.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
Breaking news, you're gay. More at 10.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Let me be 1,001% clear. Traveling to the Eagles game today is essential travel. If you are driving to Scottsdale, like get there. If you are catching Seth in mass transit, just get on mass transit and get there. But make it into Philadelphia Eagles game or in today is essential. Thank you also, Brian Lutcher. We now want to take some questions, Hanny. Vanessa, we've got to do this. Let me hear you all saying, hey, ow, hey, ow, hey, ass, hey, oh. That's not bad.
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
These are little ones. Press them out. We're going to squeeze those cheeseburgers out of those hips. All right, and those French fries. And that carrot cake. Ooh, press. Yeah. All right. Now these.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Like people like me that do podcasts 5 days a week, and I can't tell if I'm planning today's show or yesterday's show or what day I'm in, so I like to frame it, and I like to catch up with all my friends. Welcome, everybody, joining us for the Vibe Stream Show 304 on this Thursday, folks. Two-show day today. I'm going to try to be more like my co-host Bobby Nick because he does all the podcasts. So today is my two-show day. So tonight I'll be doing Replayables on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's where we drink, smoke, laugh, and joke at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. But we're going to hold it down on the day side first for 3 hours, folks. I hope you had a good week so far. We're almost there. We're almost at the end of the week. We're going to do our regular stuff around here. We're going to do the Vibe Not So Serious News. I wonder if anybody's noticing and utilizing members, that is. Take that date down. We know what it is now. Are you noticing and utilizing the new member emoji? 3 hours of live programming Monday through Friday, $5 a month if you could hook a brother up, and you can have fun with those emojis. There's a new Andrew emoji in there, and there's a new emoji of a famous couple in here that we fall down Scott's hole with. We're going to talk about, and also I'm working on a Bobby Nick emoji, so I love having fun. I love doing this with you all. I see my boys setting up backstage. They're ready to go. They're rocking and they're ready to go. But like I said, we're also going to do a little Psych Labs. Shout out Psych Labs and shout out to Bob Levy and everybody over there on the Levy-verse if you're joining us over there. Verse. Yeah, he's producing for Bob now a lot, and now he's kicking out that content for Bob, and as he posted on his page, kind of like he used to do, he's got some great videos on Psych Labs on YouTube. We're going to check out with a Psych Labs segment. We'll check the National Day calendar. We haven't done them for a day or two, so I know my ladies and maybe some of my guys are getting itchy. We'll have to do our sexy segments like Juicy Man Meat for the ladies and Bricked Up for the guys, all of that stuff. I got clips, I got sound bites, I got videos, I got a vibe. Let's go. Come on, folks, let's go. It's Thursday. And one quick shout out. I got some friends of mine that I've known since I was teenagers. Her and her husband. Her husband's getting his first of 2 knee replacements today. I guess we're getting to that point. But he's a hardworking guy. It's not because he's so overly old. He's a hardworking guy, and he kind of wore out his knees prematurely. So shout out to my friends Scott and Nancy. Scott, I hope you're doing well. I heard that the surgery went well on knee number 1. Did it? Thanks for the word, and good luck to my friends. Speaking of friends, I'm going to bring him in now. Now, this guy, he's the bro, you know. He's he's a lover, not a fighter. He is the prop master. He is Scott Fitz.
Hey, BF, I'm not sure if it's my end, but I think it's you. Your volume goes in and out. Sometimes it goes all the way off.
Really? All right. I'll look into that. Thank you. How's it counting right now? Coming through now?
Now you're coming in a little bit stronger.
All right. Maybe I got to move a little closer.
There you go.
Maybe I got to move closer. Let me check my settings real quick because they tend to creep backwards on me. So let me do this. So how you doing otherwise today? Thank you. I'm glad I brought you in when I did, buddy. Well, let me see what's good. All right.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm kind of, told you I was kind of going without weed for a little bit on a reset, and I'm feeling every ache and pain now, man. I didn't realize how much that stuff kind of makes your aches and pains go away.
makes you pay attention to stuff. Let me see. I see you're saying my sound is in and out. Is it coming through now? It could be my signal issue that I have at noon as well, Scott. Could be that.
Well, right now you're doing right. You're all right, yeah.
All right. Maybe a little underwater, maybe my little signal issue. But welcome everybody here today on the Vibe. Welcome to Thursday, and welcome to everybody joining us over here from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. I'm going to bring him in a minute. Him and Vinny, they're backstage. I can see him. It's funny, you Scott and you or Andrew don't know this, but you basically put a private message in our backstage private chat that told me you were going to be a little late or you're not here yet for the exact same reason.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys both know the reason. You
We're
literally
synced up.
You're synced up. You both literally had some bathroom business, and you both literally wrote the same reason. And thanks for letting me know that my sound was in and out backstage, buddy. How you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. Like I said, in the all the aches and pains, it seems like shows up whenever I ain't got no weed.
Yeah, it does, and because I guess you're not occupying yourself, and it does
Right.
make you think about it more. I will say that is a thing. Like whether you're anxious, you have anxiety about yourself, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
I do find that the weed does take the edge off of you, kind of thinking about or worrying about those things, doesn't it?
Yep, sure does.
It does, though. Good on you for doing this, man. Now I've been contemplating this the last couple days or two, but never quite talked myself into it, Scott.
Yeah, it's not really. It's not that I want to. It's kind of a have to type of thing.
Okay,
Money and stuff.
I hear you. Well, that's good. I understand that. Okay, my friend. Well, we got more bros backstage, and I know we're going to see how many shirts these guys have or don't have. He's the bro you know. We're going to do a sports segment today on little sports heads we're going to mix in today. Everybody's waiting for him over there at Andrew the Giant 96, so I'm going to bring him in now. He's my friend. He's yours. He is Andrew the Giant and Vinny.
Oh, shit.
Hello. I think we lost your sound again, BF, right?
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Your sound is kind of scuffed a little bit. You like go kind of quiet, then you get loud, and then you completely shut off, and then you get a little quiet again.
Wacky. How's it going right now? Can you hear me right now?
Yeah, right now sounds great.
All right, we'll keep monitoring the situation. So how are you doing, regardless of my sound issues? How are you doing today?
Peachy.
Good.
Peachy keen.
Good.
Doing good, Andrew. Hey, I want to thank these boys right here because it wasn't like barely an hour or so after the show yesterday. I see these guys much shirtless on all doing a nice promo video for BF Live The Vibe. So thank you, Andrew and Vinny. I love you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Thank you very much, and thanks for anybody and everybody joining us from Andrew the Giant 96 channel.
Yeah,
hey, sure, it all helps, Andrew. Absolutely, man. My subscribers are increasing every day, and everything's getting higher every day, including my love for you, Andrew. So thank you, buddy.
Are you over 1,000 now?
Oh, I'm over 1,000. I'm like 1,005 or so. So we're keeping it above 1,000. So anybody that cares to that hasn't yet from Andrew the Giant 96, if you can come over here to BF Live The Vibe right here on YouTube and hit me up with a free subscribe, I'd certainly appreciate it. Keep my head above that 1,000 water. Hey, Andrew, I got a few sports stories today that we can do. I think I'm going to run the little thing, and I'll do a couple news stories, and then we're going to actually do a dedicated sports head segment. What do you say, buddy?
Sounds great to me.
Hell yeah. Now, another thing I want you to know. Dude, were you in the chat earlier when there is now a new exclusive BF Live The Vibe Andrew emoji? Did you know that?
No.
Oh, well, you got to go on your YouTube page to find it. You got to be, excuse me. You got to be a member here on The Vibe also there, Andrew. That's right. But so we'll see when we do the opening chat family check-in. Everybody having fun with those. Number one, I wish I could gift you a membership or people that were part of my channel, Scott. I wish we could gift memberships to like our crew or something, you know?
Yeah, I feel silly whenever I get one on my own shows I'm on.
Well, it's funny because we're all bros, and it would be cost restrictive to try to really subscribe to every person's channel and all. Be putting out a lot of money a month, so it'd be nice when we got co-hosts and stuff to be able to give them out. But for people that are members, whether you got one gifted or you're paying, you can have fun with the brand new Andrew emoji, and there's a brand new emoji that's just like, it doesn't move, but it's just like this. There's a Scott and Tammy emoji in there, folks.
Oh, for real?
Oh, for real. And you're going to, you got to go into I can't feed them because they show up as just like their wording, their coding on StreamYard, but you have to be part of the YouTube stream and you got to look at them in the feed in the chat family check-in, bro. So that's what we're about to get down with. We're about to hang out for 3 hours, have positive vibes. We're going to do not so serious news, fun stories, sound clips, and all of the above. So let's do it, boys. I'm going to put my goggles on. I'm going to go over to my media assets, and I'm going to run the intro for the opening chat family check-in for BF Live The Vibe Stream Show 304. It's Thursday. What are you guys up to, folks? Let's go. This is the opening chat family check-in.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst
Well, that's what we do here on The Vibe. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me and the 19 great friends we have joining us already, and we're going to create 3 hours of positive vibes. I go to the top of the opening chat family check-in, and let's post up, y'all. Get them in there because we're about to be post time.
Whoa.
1 minute to post time. Approaching the gate.
Here we go, guys. Let's start off. So start off 3 hours of fun like this. With Pecan saying, "Goonie goo goo, you begonias." He's throwing out those BF Chang emojis. He says, "Unga bunga, what do you gano?" So let's start off the show like we do. How you doing, my friend? Pecan, what do you? Let's mix it up a little bit. What do you gano? What do you all know? Pecan, thank you, my friend, and I love your pattern of always checking in with your second one being a super chat, most generously for $2. And he says, "Oh shit, we're doing it. It's Whack-a-Ho Thursday." Wait a minute. Now, yesterday was Whack-a-Go Wednesday, but we haven't established anything official. But I guess Pecan for $2, he says it's Whack-a-Ho Thursday, folks. So let's go.
Whack-a-ho.
Thank you, Pecan. Whack-a-Ho, Whack-a-Ho. Thank you for the $2. BF Chang emojis are being utilized by my member and friend Pecan right there, so he knows what's up. So he's seeing the new Scott emoji and the Andrew emoji. What's up, Pecan from Bybee? And he throws out the armchair, the Slurpee, and the Perry emoji. Good morning to myself in the chat from Bybee. Good morning, brother. Look, there's me. I threw out the Andrew emoji first. I let everybody know that it's out there. Members only new Andrew emoji. Pecan shouts out Bybee with the Hoya. Pecan throws 3 of them out there and says Andrew with 3 emojis. There's the Tammy and Scott one right there. It only comes up as code for me. But if you're in the chat, you're seeing that. You're seeing this basically for your emoji. There you go. That's the new emoji. Tammy and Scott. Well, Scott, of all people, who do you think would be having the most fun with it but your friend David Bybee? Right there, look how many he threw in there, buddy.
Okay. I was reading that while going, seeing where he just wrote that. We're not seeing the emojis. The word, okay.
But what if, for whatever reason, in StreamYard, they translate as just their text, their file name. But if you're having fun on YouTube, you're seeing this. But 10 times, basically.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, I know. 2 great emojis. Thank you, Bybee. I love having fun. And Andrew brought up something about emoji last week, and it occurred to me today, buddy. So I said, well, at least I'll get Andrew emoji going over here on BF Live The Vibe. So I hope anybody joining us from Andrew the Giant 96 can come over and play over here on BF Live The Vibe as well and have fun with that emoji, if you're a member. Pecan says, Bybee, you hear wedding bells? Is Terry proposing to BF? Wait a minute. Man, you go out somebody one time, you're nice. FJM, my friend checks in and says, one thing about these long walks, you got to walk back. Scott, you can relate to that one, right?
Yeah, I know all about that. Yeah. That's kind of what I do to make myself walk a little more. Is I just walk till
exactly. That's the reason
you have to walk back.
You know, Vinny, he said that he was going to walk this 50-mile or so trail a couple weeks ago after the show. He was going to leave immediately and see how far he could win. How far did you get, Scott?
Man, I probably only made it 4 miles down the road before a dog turned me around.
Hey, that's all right. 4 miles is good.
But I often wonder, I said, you got to be somewhere where if you got to be able to either walk back or be able somewhere where you can be easily rescued or picked up by a family member off the trail, because that is the other half of walking is you got to make it back. But Scott, he was going to be walking all those miles. Well, Scott would walk for 50 miles and Scott would walk for 50 more just to shave his eyebrows off again and throw a fork down at your door. He didn't exactly make it 50 miles, but a good effort just the same. Good afternoon from FJM. Good afternoon to all. FJM gets the love right back from Pecan. FJM says, it's a bit warm out there. Got me breathing hard, and that's a good thing. Bybee shouts out to Scott and Tammy. He's all in love with that. Sitting in a tree. Scott and Tammy sitting in a tree. Fucking. Hoya, you Hoyas from Space Nerd and Andrew to that we say. You're getting the exclusive solo Andrew Nerd call. Pecan gets the nerd call to the nerd. Space Nerd says, Happy International Outdoor Sex Day. Hooray for the 8th of May. Well, I didn't know that. I'm going to have to convince somebody else that it's Outdoor Sex Day today, I guess, Scott. How about that? What's that, Andrew?
Does that count masturbating?
Oh, does it count masturbating? I don't know. We're going to have to check with the judges. Oh, my God. Check with the judges. Judges, does masturbating count as Outdoor Sex Day? The judges say yes, Andrew. It does count. Self-love is important, so the judges agree with you. I didn't know that was a day. We'll have to check and see if that's on the National Day calendar. Space Nerd. Space Nerd says, Hoya to FJM, the calcified kid. Space Nerd shouts out Pecan. Space Nerd says, good morning to myself. We are doing it. Why don't we do it and have it? Come on.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're having it. Space Nerd's here. Nerd is here. The Nightbot's running all of our friends' bot. Space Chief 75 checks in on the Vibe chat today. Space Nerd shouts out the Chief, and Chief shouts out the Nerd. Pecan shouts out Space Chief 75. Pecan gets the shout out from Space Chief 75. Volume low, question mark. How am I doing, Scott? This was earlier in the show. Getting better?
Yeah, you're good. You've been good for a while now.
It's weird. Maybe one of my slides were stuck in the middle, but I've been good for a while. Thank you. I hope I'm sounding good. Breaking news, we have a new Pope. I'll get to that. I literally just got that. I was about to, I was like kind of laughing at Bob because Bob was doing a little Pope watch there over on the Levy-verse, Scott. And I don't know, but in the past, it seems like it's always taken like a really long time. And I thought it was going to be, dragged out a little bit,
Yeah, I'm not real familiar with my Pope.
Oh,
no, I understand. I'm only like overly familiar with the process because I remember back in the day, it was always about the black smoke means they don't have a Pope. And then when they blow white smoke, it means they picked a Pope, right?
I just learned that from you.
There you go. I learned it from watching you. Well, I always tell you, you might just careful. You might learn something before you're done right here on an episode of BF Live. So it's good to hear. Yeah.
How old?
I don't know. I'm gonna pull up the story when we get to the news, Andrew, and I'll do it as breaking news. I'm literally gonna pull up the story and read whatever just came in over the wire, buddy. But yeah, we'll get some of the deets on that. No way, Widow Killer. Space Nerd says that would be like the quickest selection ever. See, now Space Nerd is feeling what I'm saying, Scott, because I remember some of this being dragged out, especially when I was a kid and Pope John Paul was picked. It seemed like it took forever. And every day on the news, we were looking for the color of the smoke or whatever. But I was going to say maybe Bob Levy's over there picking a Pope with all that smoke coming out of his house, smoking cigarettes all the time. Or maybe Bobby Nick is picking a Pope. Maybe when he checks in, we'll have to see what kind of smoke is coming out of Bobby Nick's chimney. Space Nerd shouts me out and says, your sound is sketchy. We got past that, though. Scott, you're getting a shout out, love, from Space Chief 75.
Chief.
Scott!
There you go. There you go. Widow Killer Hoya from Pecan. Yeah, it sure does. We're getting it better. Scott, I'm also on a recovery week. Oh, it's the worst. And Scott's getting a shout out from FJM.
Scott!
Matt, your mod and our friend checks in, says bones up to myself. And to the Midday Freaks, hang out a little bit last night in the chat last night on Perry Caravello Live. It took him most of the show to cook a couple tacos, Scott. He made cooking tacos harder than it had to be, of course.
I missed the cooking part. I guess I got there late or something.
Breaking cameras, all kind of stuff. Matt, bones up from Pecan. The Nightbot is running all of our friends' bot. What is that bot right there? That's an unfamiliar one to me. What's up, Matt? Matt is using, Bobby is using the Tammy and Scott emoji every chance he can. Justa says you're number 11, but you're number 1 to me, Justa. Vinny, you got the Hoya from Pecan. Prop Master, hashtag Big Muddy River.
Yeah, that's a reference, BF, to here lately. It's kind of been a thing where I will message into whatever show I see Bobby on with Bobby Nick, and then I'll tell him a story about the Big Muddy River.
The Big Muddy River. Would you like to regale us with that story?
Well, Bobby don't remember most of it because he was passed out on each time, but one time I urinated, I just spritzed him on his back when he was passed out. He was younger. One time I logged off in his shoe. One time I
logged off.
One time I mushroom stamped him, and that's what that's referring to.
Okay. Well, I got the first two, but mushroom stamp?
Yeah, that's where you put the head of your penis on someone's forehead.
That's called the Roman soldier helmet or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Roman soldier. Mushroom stand. Only bros that known each other since kindergarten can get away with each other and not killing each other. Bybee, what's up from our friend Matt? Just a guest gets love from P-Cunt. Matt shouts out P-Cunt with the bones up. Bybee says, what's up to Vinny and Andrew?
Hi, Bybee. Hope you're well.
Andrew and Vinny getting love from Space Chief 75.
Hi, Space Chief. I also
know Space. Well, I know that most of us know who Space Chief 75 is, but it's been a couple days, so Shyt knows what it's time for. He knows what I'm heading for. Let's go. Let's set a vibe here on a Thursday. This is just my first of 2 shows that I'm going to be hanging out with you on today, folks. So I'm psyched today. I'm already getting in the mood to do shows with you and hang with you. But let's do this now. Cancel this. Screen share this. This is a vibe. It was made by Terry Nee. It promotes Space Chief 75, our artist friend, who just shouted out Andrew, and will be making Andrew a new piece coming soon. You can see my art in here. There's Hacka. Art for this whole universe. I survived replayables right there. There's mine right there. Another replayables. No 2 designs are the same. You can get poster art, show art, birthday art, anniversary art, tattoo art. The Missus makes animal prints. Space Chief 75. We're going to do the other news. Me and Andrew's going to do some sports heads today because we got some breaking sports news. We'll do Juicy Man Meat. We'll do Bricked Up for the Boys. You can see the Space Chief 75 link running throughout the entirety of this show for his TeePublic.
Hi, Matt.
It mesmerizes. What's up, Vinny? Like that?
I am fully erect.
Fully erect. There you go. That's how you're supposed to feel. Fuck yeah, Andrew and Vinny. Hashtag boner check from Matt. He's fully erect. You got the boner check. Hey, Space Chief from Bybee. Matt is over there throwing me some love for BF Live The Vibe over there on Andrew the Giant 1976 channel. Come on over here and give me a little love for a free subscribe. There's the Andrew emojis being utilized mad crazy by Andrew, and I bet that looks fun in the chat. Thank you, Matt. Bybee gets the shout out love from Space Chief 75. Space Chief gets the horns up from Matt. Hoya Matt from Space Nerd. Space Chief 75 shouts out Matt. Tammy and Scott emojis are being utilized by our friend P-Cunt in the chat. Good morning, Andrew and Vinny, and Hoya from the Nerd.
Hi, Space Nerd.
Hoya Space Nerd, right back from Matt. Fly Guy D, our boy Darren's in the chat. He's checking in on Andrew the Giant 96.
What up, D?
Hey, everybody, came to get me some positive vibes. Well, here come. You got plenty, and thanks for giving out what you bring there, Fly Guy Darren. Prepare New York strip, baked potato, and a salad. That sounds good, man. He's ready for dinner already. Psych Labs is running in the chat, the link right there. And when you go see these clips that I'm going to show you later, you can watch them by clicking on that. FJM, that sounds good. Nice shot, Vinny, Tammy, and Scott. Let's see. Andrew from Space Chief 75 emojis being utilized. Curl checks in and goes, Andrew, love the shirt from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. He got the crap. Oh, shit. I didn't even notice that. So thanks for pointing that out, Curl. And welcome to BF Live The Vibe.
One of the nice ladies from my day program.
Is that right?
Actually made me this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just sucks that you have a hole in it right here.
Got him. Fell for the easiest trick in the book. Fell for it.
Shout out to Allison.
Is that your new friend that I saw you change your cover photo on Facebook this morning?
It's true.
Was that it? Look at that smile. Look at that smile. What did you do?
He says, what? It's just a pretty girl.
I know. Yeah. Hey, Vinny from Space Nerd.
Hi, Space Nerd. I love you.
Google it. Use protection, Andrew. I'm assuming he means sun protection, or maybe he means something. I don't know. He is a shirtless guy. You might mean a rubber.
Andrew and I raw dog it.
Juicy man meat from FJM emoji. Thank you, FJM, for being a member here on the Vibe. Thank you for you being a member and using your Tammy and Scott emoji. Hoya, everybody from JA who's checking in on Thursday on the Vibe. Widow Killer says, hey, Widow Killer, interesting that they elected a new pope on the 80th anniversary of the end of the European theater of World War II. How you doing, Widow Killer? Thanks for that date. I didn't know that was a date. J.A. to Cal from Pecan. The prop master is getting last from Matt. Bobby is saying didn't happen as far as about the Muddy River. Couldn't. And he throws out sick amounts of Tammy and Scott emojis there, Scott. He said Mud River didn't happen.
You may have to block Bobby.
Well, you do have mod, but I'll leave that between you guys. You guys are friends. Let's go. Thanks, BF from Space Chief 75. You're welcome, Bobby. Bobby's getting the last from FJM. The night bots are running all of our friends' bots like Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Don't forget to keep those subs up over there on Andrew the Giant 96. Don says, did I miss the pecker check? No, you're just in time. Let's check in right over here. We got the pecker check. Oh,
I haven't been able to see it in years.
Everything's. We'll do the pecker check during the bricked up segment. Spacey 75 says, "I love you too, Vinny."
All the love, Space Nerd.
And she said, "I'm going to see myself out." And with that, we are at the end of the opening chat family check-in. Now let's get on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that's what we're going to do. You're going to talk amongst yourselves. You're going to talk with me. I'm going to do some not so serious news. You know, not all the world's ending kind of news. And we're going to have fun hanging out for 3 hours today. What's up, Andrew? What you up to, buddy?
This man should I take a shower?
Yeah, I reek.
Ooh. All right. All right. Well, do what you got to do, Vinny. And Vinny, I mean, you know, Andrew can do his thing here and hang out. And we'll see you when you come back.
I will return, sir. Thanks, Drew.
Hola. Hola, everyone from Gimme Bezos checking in.
Gimme Bezos.
Dude, what's that? The pants off, dance off? Is that what you said?
I said Gimme Bezos.
Gimme Bezos. Okay. All right, Andrew. There we go. Hey, Gimme Bezos. How you doing today? All right. Well, I guess we got to get to this like Pope story and all this other stuff, Andrew. How about that? They picked the Pope. And then, yeah, buddy, we're going to do some sports stories about, we're going to do, well, we'll get to them when we get to them. But let's go to, I'm trying to literally pull up breaking news as we're kind of doing this. So let's see. Lex, a new Pope. Okay, I got a new breaking news story. So what do you say I make my way over to my news desk? What are you smoking today, nerd? They're talking about weed in the chat. I got my pipe ready. Let's hang out and do what you do. I'm going to make my way over to the news desk, and we're going to do the Vibe Not So Serious News for Thursday, May the 8th. Let's go, folks. That's right, folks. I'm over here in my news desk in the BF Live News Studio, and I'm going to bring you we got breaking news, folks. That's right. After the start of this show, I've learned that they chose a new pope, so we're going to go right now live as soon as I turn off my ad blocker. And I'm going to read you the first story in the Not So Serious News. We're going to talk about they chose a new pope, Andrew. Andrew asked about the age, so let's see what we can learn about the choosing of the new pope. What to know, the Cardinals have chosen a new pope, indicated by the white smoke rising from the Sistine Chapel chimney. The identity of the next pontiff is expected to be revealed shortly when he appears on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, Andrew. So we don't even know who he is or what he looks like yet, so we haven't gotten to age. The 133 red-robed cardinals from around the world cast their ballots to elect the new pope. During the papal conclave, the cardinals were barred from leaving or having any contact with the outside world as they selected the new leader of the world's 1.4 billion Catholics, Andrew. So that's all we know about the new pope so far, folks. That was breaking news. Yeah, it's funny, Scott, because, you know you talk about Pope might not be your Pope or whatever, but he does seem to, he's a large figure in our society, and everything that he does kind of gets reported on, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess that's where our awareness comes from. Even if none of us are really overly terribly religious or kind of, subscribe to that thinking or whatever, we're still very aware of him. It's funny. Let's see. I feel like the choice was quick, said Space Nerd. Maybe they all had stuff to do, and plus, they're probably like, maybe like Andrew said, like, all these guys are old, man. We got to start picking quicker before these guys want to drop like flies. Let's see. Testing. Oh, testing. I like Cherry Pope. No, let's see. Beginning of the week, Don, and I'll smoke with you for sure. Uh-oh. Let's see. They're talking about weed. It's Bobby Cronkite time, and that's not, nothing. I'm on a break. All right, let's continue on with the vibe. Out of the regular, not so serious news. We're going to do a couple stories, and then we're going to do a little sports segment today. I have a story about a fish, Scott, that they said was supposed to be extinct for 70 million years. They believe that this fish was extinct, and now it's been sighted, guys. So divers catch rare glimpse of a dinosaur fish once believed to be extinct. And I'm going to show you your photos. An underwater species that was once believed to have gone extinct some 70 million years ago was recently spotted in what became a rare photo shoot for the fish. Researchers found the coelacanth, I was practicing saying this last night, the coelacanth, known as to some by the dinosaur fish, in October 2024 off the Maluku Islands in eastern Indonesia, where they had captured the first images of an adult coelacanth in its natural habitat taken by divers, according to a research paper published on April 23rd by Nature Journal. This discovery contributes to our understanding of the biogeography and ecology of this vulnerable species and provides additional insights about its natural behavior, the report reads. But they thought for 70 million years, nobody's seen 70 million years ago, extinct 70 million years ago. The team used equipment like real breathers and Trimex breathing gases to reach depths of over 410 feet, according to the paper. I'm going to just show you the fish now, Scott. This is what it looks like. Look.
Man.
That's thought to be extinct, a 70 million year old fish. Let me see. You can see him any better in there. Not really.
They just found the one?
They found this all 410 feet. Yeah, right. Well, it's better than none. I just say, once again, there's another picture of it. The coelacanth, the dinosaur fish blending in right there. But is it, right, when something is believed to be extinct, is it because we lack the ability to find it, or is it truly extinct? Like, what does extinct mean, right? Extinct, like how Bob say it. The coelacanth, or looks like it says coelacanth. Yeah, thank you, Don. You know what's up. It's better not to be a megalodon. That's true. All right, widow killer. Yeah, so there was a old fish right there. Thought to be gone, extinct. But I believe, much like space, we know so little about the ocean, Scott.
Yeah. That's what. It's still. I've always been real interested in when they find the extinct animals and stuff, because I don't know, there's something cool about it.
Yeah, let's see, the coelacanth. What's up, Andrew, from Big Boss Getter 904, the greater 904? Big Boss, Andrew's hanging out with me every day, Monday through Friday, right here on The Vibe. And if you hang out for a minute, I'm doing the Not So Serious News, and we're going to do a little kind of ode to a throwback to our sports segment. We're going to do a little sports head kind of podcast within a podcast. Nanner Diff checking in on, Nanner Diff, wait a minute, that's like Banana Diff. Nanner Diff is checking in over here on BF Live The Vibe saying Bobby, Scott, and Andrew. Does that have to be Mandy Diff? Because I haven't seen Mandy Diff. But welcome Nanner Diff, or that's Wendy, one or the other. It's got to be more than one, FJM says, because, they're, how else are they, unless they self-produce, Scott, right?
Right.
They didn't make it 70 million years thought to be extinct with only one of them, right? So, yeah, you make a good point. There has to be more of them. Coelacanth have limbs, or he's 70,000 years old. They said 70 million, said 70 million, not fins. Don't they know we know more about Don't they? We know more about outer space than we do I believe that too, Widow Killer, because there's the two comparables always to me, Scott. Like, what do we know less about? Do we know less about our oceans, or something that's not even attached to our planet?
Right. It might be.
And I think it's fair to
down there.
I mean, I think it's fair to say at least we have more awareness of all the outer space flights and stuff, but we don't seem to have that same motivation or as many kind of trips into the ocean, the outer depths of the ocean or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just my perception. Corn is dead. Hit the like button. Oh, come on.
Damn.
Shout out to the corn diff. Let's see. Nanner diff. Okay, corn diff is it could be nanner diff. Corn diff is going to come back as nanner diff, maybe. That is true. I stand corrected as usual. It's okay, FJM. Read up on them, says Don. Mr. Educated Man over here. Well, there you go. Definitely deep sea is underexplored. Yeah, I totally agree with this. And Scott, you know what trips me out is when they show those comparables, like when they show large buildings or Grand Canyons or something that can fit under the water. That's when it really gives you, when you're like, wow, man, like we don't know shit about what's going on down under there. You know, it's so vast that, you know, you could put the Empire State Building underwater in some places and it wouldn't even be close to the top of anything. So, octopi or octopus are way older than dinosaurs, says my educated friend Don. Chainer says, I think is building an underwater something or another. Where are they always building something or another over there in China? Well, let's get on to the next story in the not so serious news. And this certainly qualifies. I don't know, you know, a space nerd and everybody that's maybe has questionable dieting habits or you're susceptible to eating everything I talk about here on the Vibe. Look out, because I got a new snack, Scott, idea. Pop-Tarts expands into our freezer aisle with ice cream sandwiches, bro.
Oh no.
Pop-Tart flavored ice cream and ice cream sandwiches. If you ever wanted to combine your breakfast and dessert, now is your chance. Kellanova, the parent company of the popular brands such as Pringles, Rice Krispies Treats, Cheez-Its, and Pop-Tarts, announced May 8th that Pop-Tarts will be expanding into the freezer aisle with a lineup of ice cream sandwiches and ice cream pints. According to a news release from the company, the Pop-Tarts pints blend indulgent ice cream with flavor swirls and pastry-style pieces, while the sandwiches feature creamy ice cream flavors layered between flavor-filled pastry-style ends. So yeah, this is a big boy's dream or big girl's dream. I mean, a Pop-Tart as the sandwiches for actual ice cream. The ice cream sandwiches will be available in 3 flavors: frosted brown sugar cinnamon, right? Frosted strawberry, and frosted chocolate fudge. The pints, meanwhile, will be available in frosted brown sugar cinnamon, frosted strawberry, and frosted s'mores flavors. But like, there's a picture of them down here, Scott. Look at that. Pop-Tarts ice cream sandwich. What you know about that?
Those could be yummy.
See that again?
Those could be pretty good, I think.
I think these are going to catch on. Chocolate fudge. So there you go. I'm like, somebody was sitting there one time. I'm guessing weed might have been involved, Scott. Right? Anyway, you know what'd be great, man? I look at Pop-Tarts. These Pop-Tarts are good, man, but we should use these as the wafers for an ice cream sandwich. Well, there you go. Dreams do come true. Chocolate fudge, strawberry, and brown sugar cinnamon. They're coming out soon. Look for those people. Pop-Tart ice cream sandwiches. In the Vibe Not So Serious news, let's see who's checking in, because I know people try to snack in during this newscast, and they do. Smarter Don. Tsunami machine. It's tsunami. You have to say the T in tsunami. Tsunami. Oh my. Yes, Space Nerd. Kayla Turner checks in from Andrew the Giant 96 and says, hey, how are you, buddy? Come on in, Kayla.
I'm doing good. How are you?
And say thank you, because she says she's a new subscriber to Andrew the Giant 96.
Thank you.
Well, this is Andrew the Giant, and he is on Andrew the Giant 96, but you're seeing him on my show called BF Live The Vibe right now. And if you want to come over here to BF Live The Vibe on YouTube and hook a brother up with a free subscribe, I'd appreciate that as well. Welcome, Kayla Turner. Chris to the pop to the key checks in. Good morning, beloved chatters. And to the nerd. Don mixes first 2 stories and calls them Pope-Tarts. Coming soon from the Vatican, it's Pope-Tarts. Coming to a store near you. That's a good one, Don. I like that. Way to combine them. Ooh, sounds delicious, says Big Boss. Widow Killer says, breaking news. The new Pope has announced that they will be attending the chili cook-off on the 26th at Apartment 102.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man, it's going to be great. You can't tell the Pope he can't come to Apartment 102. Kayla Turner checks in and says, you're so welcome, buddy. It's a pleasure to meet you. Well, hang out, Kayla, because we're going to do our sports head thing after one more news story, at least. BF, I sent you the China underwater thing. I got so much stuff, nerd. Let me see. China underwater thing. I'll see if it come to me while I'm clicking. Popkey gets a love out to space nerd. Chris to the Popkey. Hoya from Pete Cunt. Hoya right on back from Popkey. The Pope is not allowed. Wait a minute. The Pope is not allowed, says Don. Well, let's see if this next story is allowed. Scott, I almost think we almost need Granny for this next story, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
This next story is a Florida story. And it's about 98 iguana eggs are removed from a single yard in Florida. And this made me think about Granny right away. our outdoor friend Granny. I'm like, if this is anybody, this has got Granny's name all over it. Where's that at? Oh, here we go. Let's get a special report from Granny. There's our resident reptile. See, he's looking for the hole. A resident reptile expert, Granny. You out there, Granny? I was going to call you in on this one. Granny definitely did it. Granny hates nature, says Don. Thank you, Kayla Turner, for just saying I just subscribed to your channel as well, BF Live. Well, I appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much. Let me take that out. There you go. And let me do this story about the reptile. Let's see what 98 iguana eggs looks like. As I do, stop that screen share. Here we go. Here we go, screen share this. And I will present it to you. Because you can see I'm actually removing them, Scott. And I thought if anybody I know did this has to be a Granny story. Granny sucks gator dick. Allegedly, says Don. Okay, as long as you say allegedly. But 98 of them. Let's see what it looks like. I'll show you a thing here. It's a record removal. They've never removed so many from one location. Reptile wranglers in Florida said they believe they set a new local record for the Miami area when they removed 98 iguana eggs from a single yard. Humane Iguana Control said personnel responded to a home in Miami suburb of Palmetto Bay on a report of iguanas burrowing in the yard. We removed 98 eggs, Michael Ronquillo, owner of Humane Iguana Control, told WOFL-TV. 3 female iguanas had nested in burrows that were all interconnected and each had laid their own clutch. The business said officials believe the egg collection could be a new local record. It's the most eggs we've ever removed in a single site, Ronquillo said. We couldn't find another case with that many being pulled out at once. Now, here's the thing, Scott, because I didn't really know this. I thought iguanas in Florida were kind of, every reptile I expect is, indigenous down there. But this says that iguanas are considered to be an invasive species in Florida. I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
I think of every reptile and any kind of living thing that's still of that age kind of exists in Florida. But there you go. Okay, I see a nerd. Thank you. By preventing a significant infestation, we not only protected this neighborhood from potential damage, but also mitigated health risks, the Humane Iguana Control said on social media. The homeowner was initially shocked by the discovery, but ultimately relieved and grateful for our team's success in locating and removing all eggs. So I'm going to run the video up here, and you're going to see, there's what they look like laid out, Scott. 98 iguana eggs. That's what they look like laid out. Let's run the video here. There's any sound to it. Let's see, is there sound? No, not any sound to it necessarily, but here we go. They look like rocks. Like, how did he tell the difference between the rocks and all right here? I smoke rocks. Give my money, bitch. Bitch. Yeah, they look. Look at that. Compared to those rocks, how much different do they look,
Yeah. What they do
how
if
does
the
one
eggs
become
throw them away or something? What they do if the eggs just throw them away?
I don't even know that they completely tell you that in the story. Iguanas are excellent swimmers. How does one become the president of the Florida Reptile Society? I'm going to say because nobody else wanted the job, Popke. Like those gator guys that go out there and hunt gators, Scott, and all that.
Yeah, big snakes.
Hey, I'd like to see Queen of Hearts checking in every day on the vibe. These iguana mamas are not given any credit. They spitting out their mains. What's that? Oh.
We dug up about 3 or 4 burrows in the section.
Oh, that sound all of a sudden, Scott.
They once had made.
I thought you guys were talking. Let me see.
So destroyed her landscaping.
2 eggs stole my Pope tart. Nothing like some cold-blooded reptile pussy, says our friend Popke. Big Boss is laughing, which is good. That's why we're here. Let's go. Deport all iguanas, Popke advocates. One giant omelet says, Electric Gino, Electric Gino. He was hanging out on the taco cooking show last night in the chat. How you doing, everybody? Some have a passport, Popke. There you go. But yeah, look at that, Scott. Like, I would have, with all those rocks right there.
Right.
98 of them. I'll look at the report again. Hey, Gino. What's up, buddy? Gino says, howdy, everybody checking in on the vibe today on the Not So Serious News. We're going to get ready to head into doing some sports stuff. But you get the idea. 98 iguana eggs. You get the idea. We don't have to see him count them all out right there. All right. Anyway, another story I have in the Not So Serious News. This story involves somebody with a quirky name, Scott. They're just making the most of their name and marketing and all. They took advantage of the situation. I guess much like somebody named Wendy want to get married by Wendy's or something like this. This says a Dairy Queen dream wedding for Illinois native turned Mrs. Blizzard. So this is the reason they got Dairy Queen involved. This young couple right here. A Dairy Queen-inspired love story has a sweet connection to Illinois. Newlyweds Olivia Morris and Bradley Blizzard Scott, his name is Blizzard, officially became Mr. and Mrs. Blizzard following what began as a playful TikTok turned collaboration with Dairy Queen. The Texas Dairy Queen Operators Council helped turn the new bride and groom's sweet dreams into reality by hosting a DQ photo shoot and providing personalized merchandise to celebrate the occasion. So I guess, DQ or them, they must have figured out, hey, my name's Blizzard. We like Dairy Queen. Let's do this. Don simply says about this, fucking hicks. Let's see. It says, we did I did a story like this about like Taco Bell or another fast food place, Scott, where it was their dream. Remember, it was like the low budget wedding and they had their reception in a Taco Bell. Right. So this isn't totally unprecedented. Based and married in Texas, Morris is originally from Tuscola, Illinois, and graduated from Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville. The couple met. Excuse me.
These people ain't far away from me.
I was going to say, Scott, I didn't want to shout it out unless you did every time, but I'm thinking these people might be in Scott's area a little bit because you're in the greater Illinois area. The couple met on July 3rd of 2021, and according to the Dairy Queen spokesperson, people bonded over their mutual love of the restaurant. So yeah, they just they maximized. They got blizzards at their wedding. But Scott, do you have many Dairy Queens out your way, bro?
Yeah, we got them. And blizzards, the memory that it brings back for me is there was when I was younger and I'd mow my grandma's yard and she'd pay me and I'd take the money straight to Dairy Queen and buy a blizzard for. That's cool. I had a blizzard habit for a year.
That's cool. I don't really have any kind of blizzard memories like that, Scott. I have to go a little bit. My only Dairy Queen memory was when we would go visit my aunt and my cousins, whatever you want to say. There would be one on the way because they're not immediately in my area, Scott, for whatever reason.
Oh, really?
And so that was always a nice treat when we would stop we would always hope they would stop either on the way up or the way home to stop at Dairy Queen and get some of that good ice cream. So it wasn't like a regular thing for me, but that's a great story. I'm glad you shared that about your grandma. But and now I know, see, that's the thing with the blizzard, right? They got to serve them and they serve them to you like that. And if they don't do that, they're supposedly, they got to give it to you for free or something, right?
I ain't never had them turn it upside down like that, but
that's what they do. We do have some at a mall. Like my wife or my kids will get them. And when you get a blizzard and all, or when we go like on vacation, they'll have a Dairy Queen there. And that's the thing. They just like they're doing in this picture right here, bro. Like the people in the store hand them to you like that. And that's supposed to be the testimony of how that it's made properly.
Right.
So there you go. So they got, because his name's Blizzard now, they're the Blizzard couple. So they kind of took regarding their preference. What's your go-to? Because her favorite treat is the, what does it say? Regarding the preference for Dairy Queen Blizzard, Olivia Morris said her favorite is the Oreo flavored one, and her husband likes the peanut butter. Do you have a go-to?
Yeah, mine was always the Oreo, but I've hit them all. They're all good. It's just that they're all so good, it's hard to make up your mind.
Yeah, I guess I probably last time if I had one, it was probably like the Oreo cookies and cream. I went because that was a big deal because they were putting the big Oreo pieces in there.
Butterfinger's good too.
If the blizzard falls out, you get it for free. Allegedly, says Widow Killer, right? Because I've never seen it actually happen, but that is he knows the lore. That's the lore that I was told too. Friendlies is good, man, but they can be sickening too, man. Let's see. A Dairy Queen marriage. Oy vey, why you hacking me? The Chinik. Let's see. Good point. Talking about the Dairy Queen part. Let's see. There we go. They're having fun. That's for Jordan. I like that. You get it free. She did not pick the dress to, let's see, to enhance her boobies is what she meant. Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I see people like busting on her. Look at the backward hat. Isn't that the worst? I mean, at his wedding at that, Scott, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay if you want to rock a backward hat, but you're going to wear it at a wedding, you know?
Everybody in the back's got cowboy hats on.
There you go. He could have went with that. But there you go. I just thought that was a kind of a weird, quirky story to do in the news here. Now, I guess you remember, Scott, you remember the old back in the day when they were making the cars smaller and smaller? They came out with the Yugo.
Yep, I remember them.
Remember the old Yugo? Let me run.
Yeah.
For
Felt
those
like he's in a little death trap.
Oh, my God. Scott, I went to a car show when they had the car show roll into town and like went up and actually trying to take stuff out of backstage while I'm talking to you, and went up and actually like touched and handled one of those cars, bro. And it was like the inside door panel where you crank the window down, like that was where the handle is. That was like actually like chipboard or something, bro. It was like it was like for people that don't know, if you kind of want to like relive it again, I'll do it for both reasons. I'm gonna show you a Yugo commercial. If I can find it. I'll find it's not in the live folder. It's in this video folder right here. I'm going to show you an old commercial that we used to see all the time because everybody was looking like to make a cheap car, Scott. Like everybody was wanting, the cheapest car you could make that was best on the gas that you could get. And so these Yugoslavians, all of a sudden, they're like, we're going to make a car. We're going to
Everybody needs a Yugo sometime.
I bought my Yugo because now I can afford a brand new car.
I think it's fun to drive, and it beats my old carpool.
I like the rack and pinion steering and the front wheel drive.
We wanted a dependable second car.
And this Yugo's just what we need.
See the car you need at the price you
Oh, that's an ugly car.
Call 1-800
look at it.
USA Yugo for the dealer nearest.
I saw one.
Everybody needs a Yugo
Cheap.
sometime.
Yugo, $39.90.
$39.90. It's a bargain. Well, Scott, and I went and touched one and checked out one, and it was kind of sketch as you might think for $39.90. The Pinto hatchback, the ones that caught on fire when they got hit from the back. A young Bill Maher says, James Q Legend checking in. How you doing, James Q Legend? Well, Scott, if you missed out or you want to, there's hope. You ain't going to believe this, buddy, but the Yugo is back. Guess who's back? The Yugo is back, and here's what its first concept looks like, Scott. So look, they've kind of boosted up the Yugo.
Don't look too bad from the front.
Not from the front. Let me see if they got any more side shots or whatever. Yugo announced an official comeback in February with plans to produce a small hatchback similar to what the company built throughout the 1980s and the 1990s. But our only indication of the brand's return was a shadowy teaser showing the vehicle's silhouette and a few grainy renderings. Finally, though, we get our first official look at the Yugo's new car, albeit a scale model form. At the car design event in 2025 in Munich last month, Yugo lifted the very tiny Shyt on its first scale model concept. The concept doesn't have a name, but it looks lovely. The two-door hatchback offers shades of original Yugo models with its compact footprint, boxy profile, and flat, minimalist surfacing. But of course, with all the modern cues you expect from a vehicle produced in 2025, Scott. So there's a side shot of it, buddy. What do you think?
It don't look bad. I mean, maybe back then the other ones didn't look bad to people, but that doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people like they would let how the look go for affordability, right? That was kind of the trade-off.
Yeah.
But here's a couple concept pictures right here.
I'd drive it.
But there you go. Well, I wonder if it's fair to say now because Scott, I think manufacturers have got a lot better at making higher quality cheap things. If that's a thing, buddy. Yeah. They've gotten better at, they've standardized like making cheap shit a little better now. That's why we got places like Five Below and all this stuff that gets imported in here. I think they've gotten better at making cheap shit. So there you go. Right. If you missed out on the first time or if you want to relive it, the Yugo's back.
That would probably cost a little more than $4,000 though, don't it? I'm
going to say, I didn't even mention anything about the name. The Yugo was the discount Pinto, says our friend Don. It did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs. Like the Millennium Falcon did. Star Wars reference. I like it. That's a Millennium Falcon reference. I picked up what he was throwing down. Throw a supercharger on that mug, and now you got something, says our friend Matt here on the Vibe. All right. Well, Andrew, Andrew is my friend. Oh, is he awake? I think
he's out.
I used to do this when we did sports heads all the time. Wait, what was that sound I played the other day, Scott? I got it. Wait a minute, let me find it. Hang on to your ears, everybody else. Warning that everybody that's not Andrew, I'm going to wake Andrew up. So hold your ears. Ready? Andrew, want to do sports?
Yeah.
We'll do sports. I'm going to run the sports head thing, man. Well, wake up. Wake up. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Come on, Andrew. That's a long soundbite.
Is that you?
Yeah, it's me again, buddy. I was trying to wake our boy up. Yeah, but thanks for checking. Sorry. I had to pull it out. Sorry.
All right. Oh, was he asleep?
Yeah. I'm getting ready to do sports, and you weren't here to wake him up, so you told me how good it works, so I had to do it.
Yeah, no, that works. That works.
Boobies, says Don. Boobies. And FJM is laughing. Hey, Andrew, I'm going to run the element, buddy. So for those of you joining us from Andrew the Giant 96, I'm BF, I'm Bobby. And the reason that me and Andrew know each other and that we're even here today broadcasting on his channel is because when we did other shows, we would want to talk sports all the time. Isn't that right, Andrew?
Yes.
That's right. And anybody that knows Andrew for a minute knows that Andrew is the human sports ticker. He loves everything and anything sports. He's better than Shannon and Skip and all of those buttholes. Andrew is the real man. He's a human sports ticker. And so we did our own podcast for quite a while, for many years after we did our first show together, called The Sports Heads. And now we're going to do a little podcast within a podcast right here, Andrew. You ready? I'm going to roll the intro. So we're going to bring back old times. This is a podcast within a podcast. Me and Andrew is going to do a little sports segment now, a la our Sports Head podcast style. This is Sports Heads. That's right, folks. We're mixing it up here. We're going to do a little sports heads.
Welcome to Sports Heads.
Welcome to Sports Heads, Andrew. Thank you. Yeah, we have. We're kind of running it back because I do this show 5 days a week. I do another show on Saturday. That's 6 days a week. Sports Heads was my 7th, so my schedule was getting a little crazy. So we had to kind of let Sports Heads go a little bit on a little hiatus. But I'm happy that we're bringing it back right here on the Vibe in the daytime with my boy Andrew. Andrew. Our first story doing our Sports Head segment now, buddy, is about the fall of Shedeur Sanders in the draft. Tell everybody who Shedeur Sanders was and what happened with him in the draft.
Shedeur Sanders is Deion Sanders' son. And I don't think he was very good. The only reason why he had the spotlight there is because Deion was the coach.
Absolutely. I think that's a very fair assessment, Andrew. And I got a follow-up story. I have a follow-up story about Shedeur Sanders. It's going to be our first story we do about the slide of Shedeur Sanders. And there is some speculation, Andrew, as to why he slid. So for people that don't know, this guy, Shedeur Sanders, he is the son of NFL great Deion Sanders. And like Andrew said, he really thinks he only did really well because Deion was the coach in Colorado and he brought his son along. So, but he was passed by how many times, Andrew? 4 rounds. He got selected in what round, buddy?
5th.
In the 5th round. So these teams, all 32 teams passed on him 4 times before now. Who's he with, Andrew?
Browns.
He is with the Cleveland Browns now.
Worst teams in the league.
And tell him what's special about that and that they drafted some guys ahead of him, didn't they?
They drafted a quarterback ahead of him, I believe, from...
I'm not sure who it's from, but I know they still have Deshaun Watson on that big payroll.
That was the biggest bust in NFL history.
Absolutely, the signing Deshaun Watson to all that money, and then he got in all those sexual. He came to town with that baggage, Andrew, and they gave him all that money anyway.
And he ended up being hurt and sucky.
Yep. And so now they're kind of stuck with that contract. So they're just bringing in everybody. They're stuck with Deshaun. They brought Joe Flacco in back, I think, and bringing him back into camp. They drafted a guy, and then they took Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round, Andrew. So they're going to have to make some decisions, right?
I think they're going to have to cut Flacco.
I think that might, but although, Andrew, when they needed somebody to come off the bench quickly, Flacco, I think, was a better choice than Watson was, because he was, he got them through the playoffs that one year. So, but we'll have to see that he might be the path of least resistance, Andrew. But I got some news about 3 executives that kind of told the real reason, Andrew, that maybe he didn't get picked. Listen to some of the key voices from inside the NFL draft war room. Let them tell us why Shedeur Sanders, projected by the plug-in the analysis, like those Skip Baylesses and all, to be a surefire first-round pick. He became the man with arguably the most precipitous slide in draft history.
Skip was all over X, blasting every quarterback, every pick that was not Shedeur Sanders. Every quarterback was like, Shedeur is way better than that guy. Shedeur is way better than that guy. And I was like, he responded, shut the fuck up.
That's what Andrew says to Skip Bayless, because Andrew is the human sports ticker, bro. And Andrew, that's the difference between somebody like you that you love the games that you analyze, and he is just kind of hopping on the next kind of hot name that's out there, buddy. The former Colorado quarterback, the son of Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, lasted until the 5th round when the Cleveland Browns drafted him 144th overall. Now, here's what they go on to say, Andrew, that it's never strictly a football decision, contended a high-ranking decision maker for an NFL team. Now, here's the key statement, Andrew, and this was my guess all along. I think his dad's involvement hurt him, a high-level executive from another team maintained. Some of the things that his dad said, I think that weighed on people's minds, Andrew. So I'm thinking that I think they came in with a lot of rules and ideas about how Shedeur needed to be developed, and they weren't going to tolerate that, Andrew. This outside interference from Deion. What do you think about that?
I think if his father wouldn't have gotten involved, he would have been drafted first.
I agree with that 100%, Andrew. I believe it as so. I think this has a lot less to do with skill, and it has a whole lot more to do with these extenuating circumstances, like his father and some other things I'm going to reach about. I'll tell you about right now. It also says it was talent based. Insisted the top personnel executive from an NFC team. There were other factors, but you can't chalk it up to all of that. The 3 executives who shared those perspectives were among several who agreed to speak to USA Today Sports in the days following the draft, assessing Sanders' tumble. All spoke on the condition of anonymity, Andrew, not wanting to be identified due to the sensitivity of the issue, which undoubtedly raises questions about the subjectivity of the NFL draft process and, by extension, the influence of cultural bias. It says that we liked Shedeur, adding the high-ranking decision maker whose team was clearly in the market to draft that quarterback, but you can't separate the other stuff from his physical abilities, Andrew. The other stuff he alluded to didn't involve any of the major off-field issues such as arrest or substance abuse that can get prospects removed from a team's draft board. But here it comes, Andrew. Instead, this executive expressed concerns about Sanders' leadership style and his flashy persona that included flexing a customized diamond-studded watch that he wore during games and promoting his personal clothing line, Too Legendary. The executive goes on to say that it's not about being a brand, the decision maker said. It's about being a teammate and earning your job. There you go, Andrew. What's your... Go ahead.
He thinks he's too good, and did I hear this correctly? First round, you're guaranteed a spot on the
Yes.
team.
Yes.
Is that correct?
It typically is, Andrew, because those are all those first 32 draft slots have all been kind of designated, and they've all been they all have a dollar amount attached to them, so it's all very tight in the first round. And normally, a lot of those guys end up playing their first year unless they're really bad for some reason. Something happens.
Second round, well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about second round.
Well, and also, Andrew, we've talked about, tell everybody that don't know about Mr. Irrelevant. We've talked about this from time to time and how it doesn't really matter what position you get picked in the draft sometimes.
No, look at Brock Purdy, for example. He was the last motherfucking pick in the draft, and he already played in what, 2 Super Bowls?
Well, he's been in the NFC Championship game, and I think they were 1 game short last year. So, yeah, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. They call the very last person picked in any NFL draft, they call him Mr. Irrelevant. Well, not so irrelevant now because he's been a starter for the San Francisco 49ers, and he's been to at least close to 2 NFC Championship games, Andrew. So we're kind of making the point that draft position, it doesn't always mean that he won't end up being a good player.
I think Shador is going to have something to prove.
Yeah. He's got to outplay his baggage. He's got to outplay all that bling bling and trying to be a brand and whatever baggage his dad's going to bring to whatever team as far as his commentary and everything. So, yeah, he's got to outplay all that.
I truly think he is going to be the starter for the Browns.
All right.
Not year 1, year 2.
Let's see. Let's see what we're talking about here. He had no offensive line to speak of. Oh, Shador posted the most accurate completion percentage for a quarterback in college football in a single season. So, James, this is what we've talked about, buddy, because it's the whole skill thing, and maybe you've already kind of figured out what the executives kind of got out of it from that article, is that it isn't, he says you got to take the kind of the other stuff in account with it, and it's not just the skill thing, buddy. So, Dylan Gabriel, he also had no offensive line to speak of. But don't you also think that he was a big fish in a little pond as far as that, it's not like, I don't know if Shador would have done so good in like a Miami or like a bigger program.
No.
I don't think he would have shined as much.
He would have stunk.
He might have stunk. So big fish in a little pond. Says he couldn't find the mistakes in the plays that presented to him and he got mad. Giants did that to him too. You tell him, Andrew, says Big Boss. Andrew knows his shit. Can we have Scott fact check, please? Okay. Teams don't want to deal with that headache, talking about all the baggage that comes along with being the son of an NFL legend and all that, the branding stuff, along with the fact that he never won a bowl game and he just didn't have a winning record of anything. Widow Killer says they're bringing out the new Pope to be the quarterback. They're bringing everybody in to be the quarterback. Yeah, very true. What's all this brouhaha, says the Red Mall Bill, checking in late. What did you do? Where have you been? He shouts out you, Scott.
And also, we have
Bill.
Big breaking news story.
Uh-oh.
Giannis wants completely out of Milwaukee.
What? Wow.
Giannis, Oscar Bugu Bugu Kahuna Huna, whatever, Kabuta, that guy.
Antetokounmpo.
Wow, that's a good man. Right.
One. The Bucks haven't done anything in the playoffs. 2, the coaching staff sucks donkey balls. 3, I don't think they need money to sustain the future because Giannis is getting paid almost $130 million. Over 3 years.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I wish I was 7 feet tall.
That's amazing.
Jesus Christ, $130 million. Who needs that?
Over 3 years.
Yeah, it's still a lot of money.
Let's see. People are saying in the chat that we have an American Pope. Pope Leo, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm trying to look up breaking news, trying to find that new.
An American Pope?
That's what American Pope. I'll tell you, I don't know. He's calling himself Francis? New Pope. No, that's the old one. That's the old one. All right, we'll try to keep up on Pope Alert. Let me see. Robert Prevost, says our friend FJM. We're getting reports, we're getting breaking news in the chat. Robert Prevost. That was going to be a quote.
Just
why Prevost? Man, they're giving me the fresh news. Originally from Chicago, could be a candidate. I'm not getting it as reported yet, but thank you. This is the last pope to be. Now get ready for the downfall and get ready for the Great Reset. Well, there's my optimistic friend, Wild Bill. That's why I say, bro, we only get one good ride on a planet, and if you think worrying about that has any kind of type of control over that situation, it does not. So let's drink, smoke, laugh, and joke, and have fun, and make the most of our one good ride on this planet. Nimrob71 checks in on a Thursday afternoon. Sanders thought the Wonderlic test involved making a sandwich. That Wonderlic test is really something that they apply. It's a kind of a standardized test that they apply to all of these incoming NFL guys, and it gives them all kind of insight on their personality and decision-making choices and stuff. How you doing, Nimrod? Thank you for your input. Totally awesome on an American Pope. Pope Leo the 14th is from Chicago. Whoa, look behind me. It's Jesus. I got Jesus behind me. Whoa, the Bears and the Jesus I got behind me. Welcome, Pope Leo, the Bears. Okay, well, let's go. He's going to talk like this. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. There we go. All right, let's continue.
The Pope is allowed to be a Bears fan.
Say that again.
I don't think the Pope is allowed to be a Bears fan.
Yeah. Okay. That should be
all inherently good.
It should be a rule or something. The Chicago Pope already has 2 bulletproof vests. Hi-oh, here we go. He'll be here all week. Come on, we're getting. I find the Pope in the pizza. You got to find it's a Father Guido Sarducci. You got to find the Pope in the pizza. Christ on a cracker, says Wild Bill. Pope Leo, here we go. Like I said, Scott, now we're going to hear this name, and he's going to be thrown out in the news like almost like a president or a regular political figure we're going to hear about, even though we might not apply to that thinking. But yeah, it's like they create an instant celebrity when they do this.
Yeah.
Pope is a celebrity. Andrew, let's do another story since Andrew is the human sports ticker, and we're kind of doing a segment within a segment. This is Sports Heads. Andrew, let's talk about the Pirates fan that fell from the 21-foot wall.
Yes.
Scott, you said that you have have not seen that yet?
No, you guys told me about it, but I ain't seen it. No.
All right, well, we're gonna see it, and I'm gonna give you an update on the guy because he's they've talked to the guy since then. When Pope Leo was a kid, his parents flew to France for Christmas and accidentally left him behind. I always hit the laugh thing, but that don't even sound like a joke. That sounds like almost real. This one, you find the Pope in the pizza. So Andrew, and this is for my friend Scott, and anybody that didn't see this the first time around. New video of the Pirates fan 21-foot fall from the stand sheds light on what caused his harrowing plunge, Scott. I'll read a little bit, and I'll actually show you right there, because there it is. There it is right there. It's winding heat. He gone. Yeah, he gone. A new video from the moment a Pittsburgh Pirates fan fell 21 feet after leaping up with excitement and plunging onto the field, what might have caused the harrowing plunge. Cavan Markwood, 20, is shown from behind jumping to his feet before his legs clip the railing directly in front of him in new footage of the horrific PNC Park incident taken during the April 30th game against the Chicago Cubs, shared by CBS News. So yeah, bro.
Of course he doesn't have a shirt on.
Of course he doesn't. They said that this dude was drunk. This is how he was described. Like, they said he was drunk, Vinny. Look at Vinny. Like, wait, what are you talking about? What are you trying to say, Scott? He's like, what, you got an issue with guys with no shirt over here?
Man.
Vinny's inside a house, though. It's allowed, but
okay.
It's allowed on a podcast, but at a game, it's not.
But there he is right there. The heart-stopping video taken by security cameras inside the stadium during the bottom of the 7th inning shows a shirtless Markwood wearing beige shorts springing to his feet, flipping over the railing as he celebrated the RBI double from the Pirates' Andrew McCutchen. The fall is being treated as accidental in nature by the Pittsburgh Public Safety, which investigated the incident. Markwood, who broke his neck, back, and collarbone, is a former star football player in South Allegheny High School. After being admitted to Allegheny General Hospital in critical condition last Wednesday, Markwood was alert and awake as of Saturday night. After a miraculous recovery, according to Jennifer Phillips, who organized the GoFundMe for him. So yeah, he was a former football player. There's him taken off the field.
That's terrible.
It is terrible, man. It is terrible.
He hurt himself.
Bro, I don't know if they got it here, but they showed his bro. He fell, and his bro jumped off on purpose and to go assist his friend that fell on the field. He like jumped it like any old wall, jumped 21 feet down on the field to be there with his bro. But
the same thing.
Yeah, he did. Let's run this right here, and then you're going to watch it, folks. So if you don't want to see this guy fall in Pittsburgh, I'll warn you to look away now because you are going to see it. Here we go. Oh, warning. Let me make it bigger. That's what she said. Trying to make it bigger.
He dove into it like Quadfather.
Yeah, no
who was
Took a
sitting
header.
behind
about to
Kevin Markwood. You can see he
die.
jumped into the air, apparently celebrating a play. And as he came down, his abdomen hit the railing. He flipped over, falling down onto the warning track below.
Grip strength is important, y'all. If he would have just clutched that bar, he would have been fine.
You don't always need a neck, says our friend James Q Legend.
Yeah, look at Andrew.
There.
Oh, man.
Oh! And then his boy, where they showed a shot when his boy jumps out. He gone.
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't. I saw this video too. That's where a Pittsburgh Pirate guy beats the shit out of a fan right here. So there you go. All right. So I have this guy's update. I have an update on this guy. Yeah, and I see that FJM and some people in the chat are excited about the new Pope. Let's see. Guilty, says Nimrod. You can't fix stupid. That's right. They don't sell a pill. Nothing. LMAO. Oh, when Pope Leo was a kid, we got that one. We left him accidentally behind. If the sheeple only knew.
That's terrible, man. That was a brutal fall.
Oops. Yeah, it was. James Q Legend says, I remember my first beer too. Darwin was right. It's natural selection. Looks like he's about to cry. I'd be crying if I'd be falling too. Let's see.
Yeah, broke his neck, collarbone, and back. I'd be freaking screaming.
Well, he was reported in critical condition for multiple days after this. Everybody's going for this. 100%. 100%. Look like, whoa, look behind me. It's Jesus. Pray behind me. Whoa, I'm the new Pope. Whoa. Let's see. The man who took a terrifying tumble into the field on PNC Park spoke out for the first time since the incident on April 30th. Kayvan Markwood told Tribe Live on Wednesday that he was all right, even though he had broken everything due to his fall. He says, I can't really sleep. I have a lot of back pain, he told the outlet. Markwood fell on April 30th game between the Pirates and the Cubs and remained in Allegheny General Hospital receiving treatment. There he's on the ground. He told the outlet that he'll be talking more about the whole situation after he's released from the hospital in roughly a week. He goes, I think when I'll get home, I'll just put some ice on it, he said. The chief medical officer, Dr. Alan Phillips, told reporters on Wednesday that Markwood had progressed well. He's at a point where he's off the breathing machine, he's out of intensive care unit, and he's preparing to move on to the next step, which will be physical therapy rehab, Phelps said, according to a news station. But that's what he looked like when he was in school, guys. Back when he was upright and he could play. That's Andrew McCullough's guys. They couldn't believe it. So there you go. So he's feeling good. But, I'm surprised this doesn't happen more, Andrew, because you mix alcohol and you mix stadiums that have like a severe pitch to them or whatever. I'm surprised more people haven't like tumbled out of sections, brother.
Yeah, they need taller fences.
Yeah. Well, Davini, at my stadium, here we have at Camden Yards, I've noticed that they've taken to, at least for the steps where you walk down, where you might have some momentum, they put big pieces of clear like plexiglass extended up high. So in case you build some momentum, it might catch you, but everything else is just wide open like where that guy was.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's such a brutal fall.
Quad is a fake. Yeah, Quad is a fake. But you know who's not a fake? This guy. He's up for another day of podcast, and he's ready to go, and he's coming to my show. He's my friend. He's yours. Andrew Schmom, because he knows he's from the Great White North. It's Bobby Nick.
Deep butt cheeks, motherfucker. I got deep butt cheeks.
What's up, Bobby? How you doing?
Not too bad.
Bringing them deep butt cheeks in, ready for another day of podcasting, huh, my friend?
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, we are having it. We're doing it. We got a couple 25 or so people in here in the chat. Andrew the Giant's broadcasting on Andrew the Giant 96, and we're doing it. And now we got Bobby Nick here doing it.
We're doing it.
There we go.
All right, we don't have to send it if we don't.
So we got all kind of stuff going on. We're talking about people falling out of the stands. We're talking about new popes being picked live during the show.
Big enough to analyze.
Oh, we're on
our own tangent here. We took another beautiful picture for Bobby Nick today, but Andrew's insecure about the size of it.
Oh boy. Oh my God. Well, I'm guessing since you can take multiple size poops, I'm guessing it's not poop they were going to send you, Bobby Nick. I don't know what my friend Bobby Nick did to deserve this torture treatment. What's that, buddy?
It's like a smear.
It's like a smear. We're not talking about poop though. I have a fail there, Andrew.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is poop. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean.
Well, Bob, I'm always glad that you show up. Thank you, my friend. I'm going to let you know, and this is a point to remind other people again, that if you're a member, we got a brand new Andrew emoji in here, and we got a Tammy and Scott member emoji, and I'm working on the Bobby Nick emoji. I'm even going to have that one, buddy. I just ran out of time before the show.
I'll tell you what.
I know.
You check out the picture and see if it's enough to analyze.
Oh, Motto. All right, I just deleted it. Now I got to go back to my cell.
Mr. Wayne wants to see your erect nubbin. Queen of Hearts says, do you remember Maud Flanders? That was a bad fall. Maud Flanders. I can't say I don't remember the name. JA's got the SIGs up for Bobby Nick coming in today. Your boy JA checking in.
Deep butt cheeks used, sir.
Bobby Nick, your butt cheeks are so deep, says our friend Don.
Yes, they are. Deep
He knows you. He knows you very well.
I got deep butt cheeks.
I hit it, Scott, because you were looking away. Reverend Wild Bill Hoyer from Peacunt. Peacunt Hoyer from the Reverend Wild Bill. Nimrob Hoyer from Peacunt. Hey, Peacunt, right back from the Nimrob 71. And there is the Reverend Wild Bill. If you're in the YouTube, you can see that they don't come up as code. They come up as actual Tammy and Scott Andrew and Tammy and Scott emojis right here. But Bobby Nick, we are, like I said, we are not only in the middle of doing like the the news that I do. We're kind of doing a segment within a segment because we're doing sports right now. We're doing little sports heads, buddy. I ran the element and everything. We're officially in a sports head mode right now. Yeah, we're in the sports head mode. Andrew, our friend Bob Levy, he likes the NHL hockey playoffs. I see my Capitals lost in overtime the other night. They were winning 1-0. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What did we get? What did we get? What did we get this time? Should we do it? Should I run something? That's the Andrew picture?
Yeah.
It's design, Bobby Nick.
Oh. Good Lord.
Oh, I want to thank my friend James Q Legend for being so generous and giving me $2 and saying, take cash, I have to bail. Thank you, James Q Legend. Appreciate you being a member here on The Vibe and your $2 super chat. Have a great day, whatever you do. Hey, if you have a chance, you know what to do. You know what we do in The Vibe. Put an earbud in and we'll keep that ear hole entertained. Thank you, James Q. Yes, there's the emojis are being utilized, and James Q can use them because he is a member, so thank you. BF, you have to say Bobby Nick like Club Soda Kenny. Hey, it's Bobby Nick. Oh, we got the Maud Flanders. We got that. All right, we're having it. We're doing it. Nimrob, tell 2K hello from the Reverend Wild Bill. Andrew, so we're talking about the hockey. I was telling you about my Capitals lost the first game, buddy. But they expanded into Utah. Utah has a hockey club now. Did you hear the news about Utah Hockey Club?
Really?
This just happened last night. It was kind of broke out last night, Andrew. What have they been, you know what they've been calling themselves up to this point?
The Amish. Is it the Amish or the Mormons?
The Amish, right. Right. Everybody thought it was going to be something like that, Vinny.
Yeah.
But they were literally just going by the Utah Hockey Club. They really, I guess because of that, Vinny, they really didn't have like an identity or whatever. But in these days of sports and franchising, they're not going to go too long without that marketing. So, Andrew, tusk up because the Utah Hockey Club officially unveils the Mammoth logo. What do you think about the Utah Mammoth? What do you think about that?
Ooh, I like that.
I like it, and I'm going to show you the logo, bro. They got a decent logo, and I like the story behind it because they used to apparently roam out in this area in Utah. What was commonly known secret finally became official Wednesday when the Utah Hockey Club unveiled its new nickname, the Mammoth, and its logo. Because up till now, Andrew, like the first 2 years, they were just calling themselves the Utah Hockey Club, and you had no logo, nothing exciting about it or anything. But last week, the Utah Mammoth name was shown on the team's official YouTube page. And before it was deleted, internet sleuths had already taken screenshots of the handle, prompting a quick deletion of the entire channel. A U.S. patent and trademark under the name Utah Mammoth had been pending since last April as well, and the team has started selling the merchandise at the Delta Center. The team explained in a statement the nature of the nickname. that the mammoth which roamed the state for more than 10,000 years ago. I'm going to run that video. Evidence suggests that mammoths charged in herds at speeds exceeding 25 miles per hour, comparable to speeds reached by the fastest skaters in the NHL. So I'm going to run this video, Andrew. I'll show you. Here it is. Now watch out the logo.
After an electric inaugural season for the club, it's going to be an exciting
This is Sports Heads in the middle of BF Live the Vibe. Not so serious news.
Fans about the team's future name.
I
think that's awesome. You know, Utah just.
Yes.
When did they come into existence? Last season?
It's been barely 2 years, Andrew. I want to say this might be only their second season out there. So yeah, they've been playing a season or two with no name.
Besides the name, I for one am so excited to hear what it's going to be, and no doubt the fans are too. A state like Utah has a great history. Historical figures like bandits, folktales with creatures in the mountains.
I mean, the state has been the home of legendary figures and beasts for thousands and thousands of years. From Zion to
you polygamist.
Moab to
What's up,
Salt Lake
JFK,
City.
John?
Some say the legends never die.
Oh shit.
Headshot.
All right, just show the freaking logo.
They once roamed Utah. And now they roam again.
Oh, there you go, Andrew. Look at that.
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty badass, ain't that's not bad. They did good.
That I can get down with that. No, yeah. I'm not supposed to get in one of those.
Yeah, man, I like it. Look at that.
God damn.
I think it said established 2024, Andrew. Tusk up for the new name for the Utah Hockey Club, the NHL Utah Mammoth. We're doing right here on the Sports Heads. Mormons, a wife each night for a month, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Unreal
God.
Tournament.
Hey.
Headshot.
Headshot.
Let's see.
That's
Utah Polygamous.
pretty.
So yeah, Andrew. So being a sports guy, what do you think about that? Tell us what you think about that.
That is pretty. I like that.
I like it a lot. Well, Queen of Hearts, who's checking in over here on BF Live the Vibe, she agrees with you. There you go. The dinosaurs are next, says Dan. They're saying the Denver Dinosaurs, something like that. They got the Colorado Rockies. That was pretty cool. They named them after the mountains. I like that. I hate names with, well, Nimrob, I was thinking about this last night because I do believe the plural of mammoth is mammoth, right? I'm not a teacher and I don't play one on a podcast, or hell, I'm just a podcaster here on the Vibe.
So why?
But yeah.
Why they? You said they played. You said they played for 2 years with no name. Why'd they have no name?
I think they kind of unexpectedly like acquired a team. I want to say it was a relocate. I don't know if it's a relocated team or expansion team, Bobby Nick, but I don't know. Maybe it's just short-sightedness, because a lot of people, when you say Utah right away in the chat, they say Mormons, right? They say things like all these religious connotations. So I think they really had to really get down to it and say, what is Utah other than Mormons? What is Utah really known for? I can't believe that it took multiple seasons though, Bob. They should have got it together a little bit quicker than that.
Yeah, shit.
Not liking black people.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The Reverend Wild Bill, the name and the name and the logo. Wait, the Raptors are a team, says Don. The Mammoths? Memories? How about now we're getting credit. Let's see. Mammoths? Mammoth and plural is mammoths, is it? Did you look it up? Is that a more you know? What about you short? You short? I don't know about that one. All right. I got a bikini report to finish up the not so serious news. I'm going to talk about, guys, we're going to talk about autonomous vehicles. Has anybody driven in a vehicle Vinny, or anybody with no driver, these autonomous vehicles? I have not.
No.
I don't
think I would.
I want to, but I'm too scared.
I had an Uber driver not too long ago in a Tesla, and I was just chatting up, and I was like, "So does this thing really like drive by itself?" He's like, "Oh yeah, watch." Put it in self-drive mode, and it did the full turns and everything, and it was actually it was pretty accurate.
At least you have some kind of reassurance because you have a driver there if something goes wrong. But they have these companies like I think the most popular one is called Waymo, which I'm going to do a report right now. They're established in a couple cities, and Scott, we've already done reports on them where if a truck is like too white or something's like aluminum colored or something, it has problem. They can't pick up every object clearly, and it they have little incidents and stuff, right? We've heard.
I would definitely go in one of those because if it crashes, do you know how much you're gonna get a settlement for? That'd be crazy.
I guess if you have that motivation. What about Stacey Allen checking in? Come on, Stacey, how you doing? Coming and getting these vibes and putting them out. Come on, here we go.
Geez, my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
Right. Stacey Allen says, I think national parks when I think of Utah. So everybody thinks of something different. Stacey Allen here from Pecan. He thinks of the Utah Jazz, not the music, but the basketball team. The Utah Mormons was obvious. They really dropped the ball. It's a puck, though. Hey, Pecan, deep butt cheeks to you, sir. Stacey's the only one that consistently gives out the deep butt cheeks.
I got deep butt cheeks. Stacey knows what's up.
I did one time back in the 70s, and it didn't turn out well. A driver? The Waymos cause chaos. I got a report about them. Everybody Waymo tonight. Everybody Waymo tonight. Is bikini? No, you misunderstood what I meant by the definition of a bikini report. I'm not going to do a bikini report. I have an attractive person to do a bikini report, but you got excited. I was always told not to drink and drive, so I didn't. Waymos. Stacey Allen, nice to see you too. From Pete Cunt, same to you. Let's do this report now. This is about how they're becoming popular. So I just want to know what everybody's experience was with autonomous vehicles. But the Bikini Report is going to tell you how they're becoming far more popular nowadays. Take it away, Bikini Report.
Not all have opportunities to take driverless rides, but they're happening more and more. Google's parent company Alphabet recently reported that its autonomous vehicle unit is giving over 250,000 paid rides a week in America, and that's up 25% from the 200,000 reported in February. Waymo is operating in Phoenix, LA, Austin, and the San Francisco Bay Area, and it's also building partnerships
There's
with
one of the cars right there. See, it's got all the gear attached to it, Scott, so it can see, if you will. It's got all kind of gyroscopes and mirrors
like
and cameras.
Uber. Waymo's success also has to be
But no
considered
driver.
and in your face to Tesla, which has been promising and missing deadlines for self-driving cars for a decade or so. And Elon Musk's criticism that Waymo cars are very expensive and made in low volume doesn't really address the fact that they work.
She's saying that they work, okay? She thinks they
But
work.
what do you think? Would you feel safe in a driverless car? Comment below and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Oh, thank you, Bikini Report. Now, I personally, I might try. Go ahead, Scott. You got something to say? I see you got your mic up.
No, well, I mean, I guess it's going to that's the future, and probably I don't know the stats, but I guess probably vehicles is probably the number one killer, and if they could perfect it, it would eliminate all the driving accidents. Possibly.
Yeah, and I'm not against like what Vinny suggested about like being in a car and somebody maybe takes their hands off the wheel and they can quickly take control of it if something goes wrong. But I have a scenario, she says that they're like safe and proven and all that stuff. And I don't know, like I said, between them not being able to pick up like certain smaller people and people that are wearing white vehicles, or like I've heard problems, they can't pick up stainless steel. They perceive it as like just empty space. That could go.
If a Wile sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead, please.
I was just curious, like if a Wile E. Coyote situation, where someone like painted a brick wall like a road.
That's another thing. Wow. That's another point, Vinny. Like, do these Waymo cars have depth perception? Could they be thwarted by a simple Wile E. Coyote trick? Well, I don't know about that, but I already have a story about maybe that all the rides don't exactly go smooth. This was just from like 4 months ago right here. This was about a passenger who got stuck in a driverless car, Vinny, and this is how it went when he was trying to contact customer service from inside the car.
Get out the car. Has this been hacked? What's going on? I feel like I'm in the movies.
I'm in a Waymo
Connected
car.
to rider support. This call
And
may be recorded for quality assurance.
this car is just going in circles.
Hi there, Mike. This is Gab. I'm calling from Waymo Support. I'm just calling because I received a notification that your car might be experiencing some routing issue. Please bear with me while I am.
Yeah, I got a flight to catch. Why is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy. Look at what it's doing.
I understand. I'm really sorry, Mike. We're currently working with the situation of the vehicle. Is it circling around a parking lot, right?
It's circling around a parking lot.
If you have your app pulled up, I need you to tap My Trip in the lower left corner of your app.
Can't you just do it? You should be able to handle it.
This is
ridiculous. You don't need my phone.
No, the sit isn't ready yet.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
have
saying,
an option
Bob.
to control the car.
Oh,
Mike,
my
I'm really so
gosh.
sorry about this.
Well, can you stop this car?
He's talking to customer service and they can't do shit.
I can't get out the car.
So there you go. So I don't know that it's perfected yet. So while she might be attractive.
Listen, did she say that she couldn't like tinker with it and put it on the right route?
That is exactly what she said. She says, I could do anything and control the car from my end, sir, is what she did. And she was trying to guide him through his app on the phone to somehow end the ride.
That's crazy. I'm not technologically advanced in the slightest, so I would be just going nuts. I'd be like, what do you mean in the left corner, click the button? Yeah, I would be freaking out.
Turn it off, says Don. I'll pull the power off of this. I'll shut off the fucking box. That's all part of Skynet's plan, says Widow Killer. My car can stop on its own if I don't apply the brakes in time. If someone stops suddenly in front of me, you got that like kind of slow down protection thing. Jump your ass in the front seat. That's a good point, Electric Head Gino, Bobby Nick. I wondered if that guy jumped in the front of the car if he could have overrode anything. And that's where it might be a little more safer when you have at least an attendant, kind of there that can kind of quickly take over. But then, then you're not exactly driverless at all, are you?
This is stupid. This is fucking ridiculous. If that's going to happen to even a couple of people a year, it's not worth it.
I want to nap on my way to work, says Don, without taking a train. The Tungster section here. What's up, the Tungster? I've been scared by more human taxi drivers than the robot ones, says the Chunk. So that is fair if you ever been on it, especially in a New York cab. The Utah Jag makes about as much sense as the LA Lakers. Talking about sports. All right, guys. Well, PCL just posted a new short about the new Pope. Is it Pope Randy?
Oh,
I hope it's Pope Randy. All right, guys. Well, there you go. We kind of did it. We did the not so serious news, and we even managed to slip in a little sports heads segment. But we're 15 minutes past the halfway point of BF Live The Vibe, so let's wrap this up and let's take a piss break and tell you how the rest of the show is going to go. But that was just the vibe, not so serious news, and sports heads. Well, what's good, everybody? We're having it. We are doing it. We are holding it down on a Thursday with BF Live The Vibe Stream Show 304. This is just my first of two shows that I'm going to be doing today, folks. So we're getting the day started off early on a positive note. But right now, we need to take a piss break because we do 3 hours of a live show every day. And at least halfway through, one of us got to go to the bathroom. So this is the time to pause for the cause. You can grab a drink. You can grab a smoke, grab a snack, grab a friend and tell them that nobody has more fun than we do in the middays than we do right here on The Vibe on BF Live The Vibe and Andrew the Giant 96. And when we come back, maybe we'll do the National Day Hey Hey and see what the national holidays are today. We can do some whack tracks. We maybe check out a little Perry talk. We'll fall down Sykes' hole. I think Scott's got a couple that we can have fun with. So make sure you get ready if you're a member to use those Scott and Tammy kissing emojis. And if you're not a member, you got a member up soon for as little as $4.99 a month. So you can have fun with the member emojis too, folks. So this is quick. 2.5 minute piss break, folks. A pause for the cause. And they're going to be back for a whole lot more fun on the other side of this quick 2.5 minute piss break. More fun right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I did, and I'm back from touching my PB. I'll put Scott backstage until he gets back. Did you get yours in, folks? I hope you did, because that was your chance. I know you touched your PP, says Pecan. Yeah, says our friend Don, checking in on the vibe. Yeah, here we go. Let's see for the second half of the vibe. Justa is bricked up. He's ready to go. The Tom Gully poo emoji is being used. A rarely used one nowadays. Let's see. Pardon my typo knees today. Fat fingers. Extra fat fingers. We got bricked. We're going to get bricked up. The lines are painted side by side. They're talking about some shit. I'm just catching up to whatever you guys are talking about in the chat. Hey, Bobby Nick, how's our friend Wendy doing?
As far as I know, she's good.
Doing
Why?
good.
What's up?
Done. Oh, how did the lounge go yesterday? I didn't get a chance to jump in the lounge. How did your lounge go yesterday?
Oh, it went really good. Yeah, lots of people showing up. Fucking, it was awesome.
Have a long, busy one. Lots of downloading live on air.
No.
You know what? I'm not even doing the downloading thing anymore. I'm just playing the videos because I don't know. The last two shows that I did before yesterday's, I kept on running. I ran into problems.
Yikes.
I ran into problems with downloading. It wouldn't let me download videos at a certain point. So I think maybe YouTube is
bad.
Put a cap on IP addresses. You could only download so much or something. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I could be talking out
You
of my
could be
ass.
overtaxing their servers or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Something happens though at a certain point, and I can't download no more.
Well, I know that you're always hanging out with Wendy, and I got a fun little clip because Wendy, you know, she's forever loving you. Let's bring Scott Fitzpatrick back. He's back. He's back, and we're back. This is BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 304. We hang out for 3 hours a day and create positive vibes and great energy between you all. So welcome here to the Vibe. I'm going to... Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just forgot to tell Bobby Nick, guess what?
What?
Chicken butt.
Oh,
man.
Gotcha.
God damn it.
I love that.
It looks like you were hanging out with Wendy, and Wendy is, you like sex her up in a way nobody else does. She thinks sexy thoughts all the time with you, and even when she's hanging out with you, she's up here handling her puppets. And watch what Wendy does with her puppets while she's on a show with Bobby Nick.
That's the way she engages a lot of times. Yeah.
I do say
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving her shit, Bobby.
But I can explain more, just not on here.
What the fuck is Wendy doing?
I don't know.
Wendy, what are you doing?
Naked puppet love?
The puppet sex.
Oh
She's over there. You guys are like doing a show and all.
What
She's having the
thing?
puppets are having sex.
You're kidding.
2K, you got a family member up here.
Did they just 69?
Did
For
they just
real?
69?
Hello, Wendy.
Like
It's
that?
Dookie.
Or you want me to go a little harder?
Dookie.
Damn, what she got? 7 puppets?
She got a few puppets, doesn't she, Bob? In there. 2K, she giving you a run for your money, bro. You better look out. Wendy's on your ass. What's up? King of all this checking in. I want to thank Stormy. She forwarded that to me, Bob and Nick. She threw it in my BF Live hopper. You guys having fun? Oh, yeah. Sweet Puppet Love, Sweet Scorpio says. Were you there for that Sweet Puppet Love last night, Sweet Scorpio, when they did that?
I don't think that was last night. That was the night before, I think.
Okay. Popkey says people use puppets on podcasts are hacks. I'm assuming, do you know certain people are in the chat when you say that or not? I don't know. But why don't we do this? You know, I'm going to go somewhere that we haven't gone in a while. Let me do this. Let me open this up. And let's do a segment that we got busy doing other stuff. And I love mixing up the show and doing mixes of other things for you, always keeping the order and the mix of the show fresh. And our boy Shyt Clyde, he's been a key part of help me develop this show. He's responsible for the cool BF Live logo and a lot of other stuff that happens on the show right here. And it's been a minute. He's over there being the produce guy, aka the producer guy for Bob Levy. He's got a couple new segments and a new fun face swaps and stuff out. So let's do something we haven't done in a minute over here. It's time for Psych.
Psych.
That's right. This is my dedicated Psych Labs content segment. And Psych Labs is the guy that makes all these great like face swap videos and stuff. He's over there producing for Bob, making the funny lawyer videos and stuff like that. And so we made this a segment a long time ago. We got away from it, but now he's got some content built up. We're bringing it back. We got that one. The people use puppet. How do you cunt from King of all diffs? Let's do Psych Labs. That's what we're doing now. Shout out Psych and Ding Dong. I heard them quickly and said hello to them in the Bob Levy chat this morning. This is Psych Lab. Where's my Psych thing?
No, your feet have to step.
All right, let's play my first thing from Psych Labs right here. This is, and this involves my Perry people, Scott and Bobby Nick. This involves Bob Levy, Perry, and Psych Labs. This is, they had a little fun with Perry, as we do on Perry Caravella Live. Bob and the guys, the super chatter, asked Perry to spell something, and this is what they did with it from Psych Labs.
I mean, we need to know, like, maybe you can save you if something would pop
You know how to spell run, right?
R-U-Ns,
all right,
dude.
So can we just do it 3 times while you try to touch your toes? Stand up and just to get this.
You know where this is going, Bobby Nick?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right, now stand
3
up.
3 times while trying to touch your toes and spell run.
R-U-N.
Look,
no, you
ready? Look who popped up behind him, Bobby Nick. Ready? This guy.
It's not sex.
R-U-N.
It's Randy. Are you in? Ready?
R-U-N.
Are you in, Randy?
R-U-N.
You like that, Scott? Are you in?
R-U-N. 3 times.
There you go.
You, Bob.
Are you out of breath?
Are you in? He fell for it, Bob.
That's funny.
He fell for it. Are you in? Yes, Randy is always in. That's why we know about the love story about him and Perry. All right. This is another piece from my boy Psych Labs. Oh, this is a mix of things we know, Scott and Bobby Nick. Psych Labs calls this one High Pitch Karate Bob. And if you want to see these and all the content that Psych has that I could never present in a timely manner here on BF Live The Vibe, look for the Psych Labs on YouTube link. It's running throughout the entire show here in the chat. But this Psych calls, what's he call this? Chinese, what do you call this? High Pitch Karate. Who's High Pitch? This is Kelly Clarkson. Oh, what the fuck? Uh-oh, banana trick. Who's High Pitch? That's Chinese Bob Levy. Oh, there you go. High Pitch Karate Bob Levy from Psych Labs right here on BF Live The Vibe. Oh, this should be a doozy. Here is, we call this is Quad Bob. Big old Quad Bob from Psych Labs. Look at this one, boys.
Oh.
That's like a Raptor 700, bro. Is it fast?
Raptor 700. Dude, that's sissy stuff. This is a Polaris 350, bro. Dude, this thing is hotter than a $5 pizza. Dude, I see all kind of women.
Hotter than a $5 pizza.
If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. If she ain't 310, she ain't a win. And if she got a double tan, give her to a friend. Dude, I be always riding, dude.
She ain't 310, she ain't in. What?
That's like a Raptor 700, bro. Is it fast?
Raptor 700. Dude, that's sissy stuff. This is a Polaris 350, bro. Dude, this thing is hotter than a $5 pizza. Dude, I feel all kind of women on this thing. If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady.
If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. Here we go.
She ain't 310, she ain't a win.
She ain't 310, she ain't a win.
And if she got a double tan, give her to a friend. Dude, I be always riding, dude. I ain't no tell us what I'm gonna get into.
This is it.
There you go. All right. Holy shit. There you go. All right. What else I got here for you? I have, and this is when Bob went to Turkey. Psych Labs, he got exclusive footage of when Bob went to Turkey. You know, Bob tells us the trip went smooth, but Psych has video that shows us otherwise. Bob actually had a little running with the law when he was over here in Turkey. Here we go.
All right. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Get in the car, Bob.
Have a look at the headlock and train. Zilla, Jeb over there, and me on John. This one bloke who got me on the Danish speed law. Hit some plumbers and he jumps. Why don't I do something? With some kills. Well, what is the charge? Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. He says, "What's the charge?"
All I said. Oh, I guess I see that you know your judo well. Hold on. And who is her? Are you waiting to be seen by Wim Fetus? Oh, get your hand, Johnson.
So he didn't tell us any of this, Scott. There you go. All right, so that happened, right? So Bob had a rough time. He had a rough time over there in Turkey with Psych Labs. Whoa. Pope Toke checks in and says, "Oh, whoa, you all must bow to me now." No way, dude. No way. No way, bro. What's up, Pope 2K? We got 2K. We got 2K. I'm getting them all mixed up here. But check it out. I'm happy to tell you. Actually, you know, that's Psych Clyde, and he had fun with that video, Scott and Bobby Nick. But you know, that was based on like a real dude that was arrested. Obviously, right? That wasn't Bob Levy.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Unhand my penis.
Say that again.
Unhand my penis, I think.
Unhand my penis. Yeah, he put his penis there. My penis in his. I heard penis in the hand in there as well, Scott. Well, this is actually that's a run back because this is that actual dude that got arrested all of those years ago, Scott. Giving you some behind the scenes of what he really got arrested for and what was going on in this video right here. I thought I'd make this part of the Psych Labs since it kind of goes with that video that Psych used for that one. Listen to this guy and he said what is the charge? Eating a succulent Chinese meal or something like that, right?
Yeah,
this
they
is
thought
what
he was
actually
a dasher.
Yeah, this is what he was up to. Listen to this.
Tell us about the time when you made the legendary video, 1991.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
They got me of it drilling into a safe.
What?
He was drilling into a safe, guys. He's saying, well, I'm eating a succulent meal. That's all I'm doing. Look at this.
Drilling to put me gel ignite in.
Wait. We're going to rewind a lot here.
See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
Were you a bank robber?
No, I've never ever run into a bank or anything like that. I just go in the middle of the night, open a safe.
Yeah, that's called a bank robber.
He's like, you don't know that? No.
Well, I thought bank robbers ran in with guns, things like that.
Well, okay, well, what did you refer to yourself as?
Just a battler, doing the best I can. I reckon that I was a criminal or something or other.
You were a criminal.
I haven't broken the law.
How about this guy? He's drilling in the safe, Scott, and he thinks
man.
because he don't bum rush a bank that he's not a criminal.
50 years or something. Or 30 years. I don't know.
There you go. Well, if you're talking about the last thing with Bob Levy, of course that is, because we are in the middle of Psych Labs content segment here. We don't like reality too much here on the Vibe, and you know that, CB. How you doing there, buddy? Checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. We're actually playing videos from my friend Psych from Psych Labs, and you can see him on YouTube, but I do have to pause for the cause, folks. I appreciate your super chats if you can swing some my way, but I got to play a commercial every now and then right here on the Vibe.
If you get in the accident that was at your fault, your favorite attorney has a message for you. Collision, calamity, catastrophe. If you want money, you need an attorney. You need a bulldog. That's why you need to call the number on your screen now. You'll be connected to a legal expert. You got questions, they got answers. These bulldogs will make sure people pay you. And if you don't get money, I don't get money. Pick up that phone and make that call now to see what your case could be worth.
Make that change. There you go. That's our boy Psych Labs. That's what we're doing. He does funny face and audio swaps, and you can see his link running for Psych Labs on YouTube right here on the Vibe in the chat the entire time, guys. And since it's been a minute since I did a Psych Labs content segment here, guys, I'm going to end this one with the jam that I love. It's going to get us moving. It's going to get us grooving. It's a jam. It's just like the end of Psych Labs. It's just like a mini mall. It's Bob Levy, Super Tan. Come on, we're going to dance our way out of this. We're going to make our way to National Day. Hey, hey. We'll get into our sexy segments. It's just like a mini mall.
Oh, yeah. Come shop with us.
The Water's checking in from Andrew the Giant 96.
It's just like them all. Hey, you heard me. Co-shop.
I elect the robot Buffalo Bobby Fran as the Vatican weed guy.
You feed it, you find it. It's just like amen and all. Pate, you heard me. Come shop. I said flea market. Montgomery.
Oh yeah, it's 2:06. We're into hour number 3. We're gonna stay with you till 3 o'clock right here on the East Coast of the United States.
Bedrooms, diamonds. Yeah, you
it's
can
just
find
like
the market. Wait, stop, get it right for your market. Montgomery, it's just like a mini mall. Hey, you don't stop. Let's next it advance. Come on now, to the left, up to the right. I do this.
I just know, like the actual guy here.
To the right.
Say that.
I just know the actual guy who's dancing in the back there. I just know he puts it fucking down. That man's wife is happy.
He's dicking it down because what? Just like a mini mall. Come on.
A dance flea market, Montgomery. It takes you up. It's just like a mini mall. You take it out now.
I'll be singing this all night now, says Space Chief 75.
Flea market.
Take the pee-pee dance right out of your head and I put this in.
It's just like a mini mall. You don't stop. Let's dance. Flea market, Montgomery.
We're not done having fun here on the Vibe, folks.
It's just like they made it all. Let's bring it on down now. Yeah, I can't.
Bring it on down.
It's like you know what's saying.
It's just like
it's just like you don't know where it's about. It's just like hey made it all. Nice how you just saying it. It's just like hey baby, in the mouth. Oh yeah, if you crack this, but I'm older, the green mark. You have a minute. You're fine.
That's how we do it here on the Vibe. That is my talented bro and friend. That was Psych.
Psych.
That's right. That was our Psych Labs content segment right here on the Vibe. Check out his link. There you go. The Psych Lab. He also has an emoji because he's a bro. He's helped me so much develop the show. What's up, Andrew?
Mr. Psych.
Mr. Psych is our bro. And all of our great member friends are throwing out those Psych emojis because they can, because they're members here on the Vibe. So there you go. You can go check out all those fun face and audio swaps on Psych Labs right there on YouTube. Let me see, Terry Nee. I'm trying to pull up what you sent me, my friend. Sent it at BF Live 420. So that's where I'm at right now, BF Live 420. Actually, no, it's not. Let me see. There we go.
Oh God, Terry Nee sent me down a rabbit hole last night. That's why I was late on everything. Jesus.
Yeah, tell us about that. What did you do last night?
Terry Nee sent me relayed a new locale type of guy, man, and this guy.
Who is it?
It's called Scorpion or something like that. Some kind of a white rapper type of guy, but he's got all tattoos on his face and makeup, and he's weird as fuck.
Oh
wow.
boy.
Kind of nauseating. He makes me nauseous.
All right, well, what we'll do, Boo, how dare you, CB? What are we doing? What are we doing here? How you doing, CB? What's up, buddy? How you having fun there on Andrew the Giant on the Vibe right here? All right, why don't we check the National Day calendar, and after that, we'll fall down Scott's hole a little bit with a few videos that we have. Once again, I saw Tammy this morning because she's showing up in my algorithm, Scott, and I blame you. But right now, we are going to fall down. We're going to do a little version of it today. We're going to fall down into Scott's hole. Oh, I'm going to do it after National Day. We'll do it like that. We'll do it now.
Down in Scott's hole. Smoking up She likes to fly. But Tammy's have
God. See, I blame the weed. I say I'm going to do one thing in one order, and I do it in the exact order because I mentioned the second thing, and I'm like, duh, I forgot the first thing. We'll do National Day, hey. We can do them in any order we want. There's no rules here on the Vibe. Scott, you sent me a couple videos from the Tammy site. We got her pop music, the Queen of Mean, and you got Cyrax with his teeth, and I will show that, buddy.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know the one that Cyrax before that. I didn't know the language on it might have been a little bit rough. The one that had him, you might want to listen to that one though. I got an age restriction on it. That's all that happened to me.
Oh, okay, then I'll stay off of that one. We'll just show the one with the teeth. That's horrifying enough, there, Scott.
Yeah.
There you go. And we had fun watching the Peak Hunt 420 wrestling matches, and I see that he was premiering some other ones yesterday. I think some other wrestling matches. So if you want to see these,
I see Quadfather in like a mini tank coming out in a mini tank.
What? No way. No way. You have to go to Peak Hunt 420 on YouTube if you want to see what Scott's talking about. What do you think about that, Andrew?
It's Chauncey for Black Hunt.
We need Peak Hunt. We need, if you're getting Quadfather out there, you got to get Andrew out to the ring, right? So we can have
he's got him out in the ring.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need the Cripple Fight Championship
at the
right
same
here.
Time.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, a direct match. Yes, absolutely.
Quad versus Andrew.
Would that be something there, Bobby Nick?
Yeah.
We could definitely. I could use a soundbite all the time. All right. So Scott, I did see that your girl Tammy was live this morning, and she goes from saying I'm not grifting or anything like that, and then she says like a couple minutes later, I need a loaf of bread, y'all. I need a loaf of bread. I'm like, wait a minute, you just said that you're not out here, whatever. And then hey, y'all, I need a loaf of bread, but whatever. She's a charmer, and Scott's I think he's gotten a little sweet on her, Scott and Tammy Nick. So let's check in with a little. I didn't know she was this musical, Scott.
It seems like, I don't know, because I'm just kind of semi-new to Tammy, but I don't know if she's got a history in this, but she pumps out these shorts like these. These are from her page. And,
and I can't imagine she has a production staff behind her, Scott. So I'm getting curious about this whole background, being a podcaster. I'm getting curious about her whole process and her love of this music, and how does she come to knowing these younger songs, singing them, and then producing these videos with this effect on it, buddy?
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. There's the dog in front, and when she stands up, keep in mind she's in a vehicle doing all this.
I don't know if it was during
Yeah,
one
right.
of your videos or during a live where I saw her with the dog treats and she was trying to feed the dog and the dog was like, just didn't want him. And she was like, what the fuck's wrong with you, dog? But the dog just wants to get away. But let's watch Tammy. There's some kind of talent in here, Scott. I don't know because, like I said, I don't think she has a production crew, but she has these wacky videos with these kind of fast effects on them. Let's watch Tammy singing some pop music. How does she know how to do this? How does she know this? Talk about. Does she like record at a different speed?
I don't know.
And the fucking dog's just there like, please kill me. Just please kill me. Like the dog. I mean, it takes a little bit of savvy and a little bit of skill, Scott, to go like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to sing it and it's going to look like this. I mean, what do you think, Bobby, Nick?
Yeah, she pumps those things out too, like 10 or
I thought
20
it
of them
was
a day, man.
What do you think, Vin?
I thought it was very well choreographed. I thought she did a great job.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like she seems homeless, like she lives out of her vehicle and she does these lives all the time. I don't think she has like a big production staff behind her, and she's not a younger person, but she's down with like making these shorts and putting them to all these effects and all that stuff. But I give her props for that.
Yeah,
Should be something she could do with Snapchat or TikTok or something.
Yeah, it's something she's been using it for a while. She's got hundreds of, and some of them times she'll just flex her face to the music.
That's what's amazing.
Nerve is acting up right now.
Your nerves acting up, Andrew?
His sciatic is, his leg is fucked up.
Man.
Tried rubbing his hamstring earlier to get it to, feel better or elevating his leg. It's not working.
Is that what you told Grandma when your hand was on his crotch? I'm rubbing his hamstring. Safety team still on strike, so enter at your own risk as Jim. They ain't getting no bennies out of me.
So sciatic is.
Yeah, Andrew, when you was just talking about that, this whole show, man, I'm over here squirming my sciatic and everything's killing me today.
Andrew has a hard time describing the pain because I also don't know what it's like. What is it like?
It's a nerve pain. And there ain't really no pain medication from it. Whenever I smoke weed, it kind of takes my mind off of it. Yeah. But it's just a pain you can't get rid of, man.
It feels like a nerve is being stretched all the time, even when you're not doing anything. Yeah. I have a little bit of it too, Scott, that if I have like if I do something in a certain way for a long period of time, like a dig a certain way or keep doing this up and down, it'll start smartening my lower left back right there. And it's just there all the time. Yeah. It's just there.
It's like in your upper butt cheek.
Yep. Okay. That's good description. Like right at the waistline, at least mine is. Hey, we're talking about sciatica. We're talking about Tammy here on the Vibe Day. We're in Scott's Hole. Down in Scott's Hole. Oh, and we didn't pull out our device, did you? I forgot the key part about Scott's Hole.
Amen.
The smoking a bowl part. Here we go. All right, I got another video. We can smoke a bowl and watch this one. The Queen of Mean, she said. And this is another one, Scott, where it's got some production to it.
Right.
Like, I don't know if I sat here right now and go, you know what? I'm going to do my best Tammy impression. Now, how am I going to go about this? I guess I'd have to make a video of myself singing and slow it down. I really don't know. But
it's almost like stop motion, but put together. I don't know.
Yeah. Is it like effect that maybe she's using an app that we're not? Because you're using like, what's that app that you use? Whatever cut.
Cap Cutter or something like that.
Cap Cut. Well, let's see what we can figure out what Tammy using. Boy, that's a face, boy. Let's see the Queen of Mean.
Interest is showing this princess that I am the queen and my reign will be endless.
What the fuck with the face? Bro. Like, how many times? Like, that's sped up. So how many times?
Yeah,
how many 50 or 100 times did she have to move her face to do that?
And notice she can take the wrinkles out of her face too. Like sometimes she's real relaxed and old looking, but she's kind of got her skin smoothed out.
She can do whatever the fuck she wants with that face. Look at that. She had to sit there for like 5 minutes or something and making, or 2 or 3 minutes doing this. And then speeding it up. She must do it like real slow. I don't know what she does, but she crazy, yo. That's crazy.
She goes live off and on all day long, and when she ain't live, she's making those videos there.
It's pretty impressive. I couldn't sit here and do it right now, so I'm kind of wondering. It's the devil, says our friend FJM. It's the devil. All right. Well, I don't know if that's the devil. But this next thing might be the devil there, Scott.
Yeah. And this kind of goes with how, if you guys remember how I lost the Cyrax wrestling match and he sprayed in my face.
Oh, yeah.
This kind of gives you a look, this kind of gives you a look of where that spray came from.
Okay. Well, we showed that video yesterday. Our friend.
Oh, and Andrew's drooling. Holy shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
God damn it.
That's what you get for paying attention to other parts of the screen while I'm producing the show. Here you go. Song from the Descendants. My 13-year-old loves it. That's my whole point, Popke, is that she doesn't really have a production team telling her, hey, play this song that kids like, or 13-year-olds like, from Disney movies and stuff like that or whatever. So, or Marvel movies, whatever the case may be. But yes, she's somehow hip to this stuff, and she's putting these videos out. So good on her. But Scott was saying yesterday, we were watching him. Unfortunately, we all lost to Cyrax. I'm still trying to live down the shame of losing to Cyrax in a fatal four-way. If you want to see how we lost that wrestling match, go to PCunt420 right here on YouTube. His link is running in. You can see these funny wrestling matches. And when Scott lost his match, he lost because Cyrax sprayed something in his face during the match. And Scott says because of this teeth, Cyrax teeth in his mouth, this might be why.
Another thing, with that stupid picture at the mall,
Whoa, that's like Wendy.
I never asked her age, because you know why?
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, Tony.
Oh, my God, look at that grill. Look at that fucking grill.
It looks like a piranha's mouth. Or I don't know, man.
Hey,
Thanks, Popke, letting us know. It had to be a quick trick. It's an Instagram plug-in, Popke's letting us know.
Yeah.
What Tammy uses. I figured it had to be something very user-friendly there, Popke. I just wasn't hip to it, so thank you. Let's see. Look at what in the fuck is with this horror? Look, you can pause it anywhere, and one's as horrific as the next.
The inside of his lips and his gums are bloody, and
that looks like an animal attack. This looks like the dog video you did the other day.
Jesus.
We all lost the Captain Caveman.
Told me.
Oh, God. My dog has better teeth than Chris Popke.
Her age. That's why I never asked her age. That's another thing.
One more time. I'm convinced he's one of those wrong turn cannibals, says our friend Space G75. Something wrong. He's a born wrong ministry or something or another. That is so Wendy.
Because you know why?
We got to get Hey Bobby. Hey Bobby was sorry. Look at that.
I can't watch it.
Imagine that's the last thing you see before you die.
We just need to have a comparison with Jake. We need to have a tooth off with Jake.
Told me it is disrespectful to ask a woman her age. That's why I never asked her age. That's another thing.
There we go. That's enough of that. Yeah.
When you put his neck, it was like all black right here. I don't know if it was hair.
That's he's just got a weird hair growth that goes down his neck. And then
I'm getting two down here, but you think he fixed that.
He even has inbred neck hair. Thanks for pointing that out because I'm doing so much with the show. I don't always know it's a little details, but yeah.
I never asked.
He got inbred neck hair. Yeah.
Because
we're not going to watch the whole thing again, but thank you for that. Let me say,
his eyes are looking at you and for you at the same time.
I just did that thing where I was looking at something, but I didn't share it with you, didn't I?
I don't know. What would you rather smell? His teeth or Wendy's?
Another thing.
There's the neck hair right there.
I never asked her.
Good observation there, Vinny. Good observation there. Those teeth would give Rick Baker nightmares. That is a reference to a special effects designer, old school one. Rick Baker, yeah. a lot of those heads and masks and stuff. Yeah, he would have a hard time even creating something like that, Scott. Like Hollywood couldn't even make some shit up like that. I've seen better grills on an Etzel, says Chris Popke. I think Jake would give this dude a run for his money in the ring. Do we have that on the card?
I'm pretty sure I've seen that. I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
Cyrax against Jake?
Yeah, it was like 6 people in a ring type of thing, but pretty sure I remember Cyrax and
yeah, we need some of these one-on-ones.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey,
by the way,
Betsy 1677 checks in from Andrew the Giant 96 and says hey to Andrew and everyone else. Andrew, are you awake, buddy? Say hello to Betsy.
Hi, Betsy.
Hi, Betsy. We're keeping Andrew awake over here. Andrew is co-streaming my show, BF Live The Vibe, on Andrew the Giant 96. Welcome to the couple 40 people that are in here, like the lovely Gina Bobina joins us here. As we're wrapping up this segment, we looked at Tammy, we looked at Scott Cyrax, so it's time to jump back out of Scott's Hole.
Down in Scott's Hole.
We were just in Scott's Hole.
Smoking a bowl.
And some of us were smoking a bowl, and some of us still are.
Down in Scott's Hole. Smoking a bowl. She liked to fly, but Tammy's wings have been denied.
God.
There you go. Unnecessary echo. That's why we do what we do here on The Vibe. That was Scott's Hole for today. The Queen of Hearts, whoop, whoop, whoop. Juggler Jen's checking in. Andrew's shirt is amazing, says Space Nerd.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, someone made it for him. At his day program.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. She made eye contact and gave him a shirt. She's done for, Vinny, right?
No shit.
Dino Bobina's checking in, Andrew.
Bobina.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh boy!
I'm getting
the dogs are sitting next to me.
I'm getting it. Oh, crap. I'm sorry, Scott.
Wow, that's weird though, because I got the headphones on and I can still hear that.
Wow, I'm telling you, that is one of those rangy freaking sounds. That's probably, yeah, humans and animals can hear that some bitch. Hey, Gina, how you doing today? I know Andrew is having a snooze, but it's lovely for you all to be doing a live together. Well, we are just bros and a chat family, Betsy, and now you're part of the BF Live chat family. Thank you for stopping by and hang out with us. Come on, we're not done yet. Why don't we check the National Day calendar? Because I think there's a couple few on there. We drive dog nuts. Even the dogs love BF Live The Vibe. So why don't we go check the National Day calendar? Look, Queen of Hearts says, my dogs. We got Pecan getting the love from Gina Bobina. I've done that before also with the door knocking stuff. I've gotten Terry Nee's dogs before, but this one. Got that one or the doorbell. See how your dogs like that one. All right, folks. Well, I'm done. I'm done messing with your dogs. Why don't I run this element and let's go check the National Day calendar, because it's always a holiday or a celebration for someone or something every day of the week, and we like to look at them in the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. This is the National Day calendar check, the National Day, hey, hey. And I like to remind even myself and Bobby, Nick, and everyone, because we podcast and we go to sleep and we wake up and we do other shows. So I let everybody know, Bobby, that today is a no filter day. It is May 8th, Thursday. It is a Thursday, buddy.
Yeah.
For when we do our plugs later. So later on tonight, when we come back, we're going to tell you before the end of the show when Andrew's awake, where you can catch him later on tonight, because even he's not done podcasting today. But right now, it's time for the National Day calendar check. On Thursday, May the 8th, it's National Student Nurse Day. We just had National Regular, I guess, Nurse Day the other day, but today is Regular Nurse Day. How about National Have a Coke Day? That's Scott. You can get behind that one, right?
Yeah, I like that.
I'm behind that one. National Coconut Cream Pie Day. I'm not getting behind this one. Now, we only have 3 of them today, guys. So how do we start with coconut cream pie? Let's get controversial. Anybody down with the coconut cream pie on a National Day?
I love me some coconut cream pie.
Do you, Bob? I heard a little woo over there. So either Vinny grabbed Andrew's crotch or he's excited about coconut cream pie day.
love a cream pie.
Do you, Vinny?
Oh my god, my favorite dessert is a banana cream pie, but coconut's close second.
All right.
I like coconut cream pie better.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember when I was introduced. My aunt introduced me to coconut cream pie.
Yeah.
And I've loved it ever since. I was like 8 years old or something.
Well, Bob, I'm notoriously a picky eater, so this is on my long list of things that I don't eat, buddy. It's just once again, it's a texture thing when you bite into it, and I can't get the smell. I don't enjoy any. I don't even like coconut even in anything. I don't like it. But if you enjoy National Coconut, as I've seen a lot of you do, it is National Coconut Cream Pie Day. And on May 8th, it celebrates its own slice of deliciousness made with sweet coconut cream filling. Pie lovers know a thick layer of real whipped cream topped with a toasted coconut makes this pie irresistible, Bob. So you said your aunt used to make them for you?
My aunt used to dish them out, and yeah, man, I loved them.
Jennifer's checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel with the National Day calendar check on the Vibe, and she says, I like that type of pie. Well, welcome, Jennifer. And if you got a second, make your way a click over here to BF Live the Vibe and hit me with a like, share, subscribe. Help me keep my channel up. I'd appreciate it. Keep them subs up. My second favorite cream pie. Wait a minute. There's a sexual joke in there somewhere. That's Gina's second favorite cream pie there, Scott. Hi-yo. She'll be here all week. Let's see. There's a joke in here. My second favorite. Popke, hooray, hooray for May 8th of May. Tell your wife it's International Outdoor Sex Day. I gotta go convince mine of that and shit too. She'll be like, you bullshitting. You bullshitting. I'm gonna find that shit documented somewhere and show her. That's what I'm gonna do. Let me see. Gina is curious and laughing, which is good. She says, Kay, thank you. Who doesn't love a cream pie? Wait a minute. See, we're getting hungry. We're getting sexual. That's what we do here on the Vibe. Betsy 1677 lets us know that she's watching from the UK, and I'm loving it. Well, thank you, Betsy. Well, welcome. BF Live the Vibe and Andrew on Andrew the Giant 96. We are worldwide thanks to you. So thank you, Betsy. Welcome to the family. Marianne made the best coconut cream pie on Gilligan's Island. That it is, Scott. Didn't she always was walking around with a coconut cream pie or something? I got a coconut cream pie for the skipper because that's all they had on the island was coconuts, right?
Okay, yeah.
I do kind of remember that she was always walking around offering coconut cream pies to people. I'm going to go see the professor and the skipper and get my pie. She likes that type of pie. Let's see. Cream pie day, 9 months later. See, everybody, we're getting sexual with it. Who doesn't like a good cream pie? Let's get on with it now. Do it. There's a song. Oh, there's a song too. All right, let's continue on here with the Vibe. So this is your day, folks. Now, I'm not a big guy, but if you get a chance, go ahead and get your whatever pie you want to get. It's National Coconut Cream Pie Day as our first holiday. International Day. Hey. Now, Scott, we definitely have to cover this one because, I mean, Coke is everywhere. It's omnipresent, right? All over the world.
Right.
You know, Scott, I was fascinated. I didn't really realize the reach of Coke until I really considered it with the World Wars, buddy. And that, right, I understand that that's how Coke, like, spread around the world, too, was when the GIs went all over the place, correct?
I really don't know.
Well, that's kind of what
I just noticed that I call it God's Nectar, or it's my heroin. I can't get off of it.
Yeah, you binge and purge. You like to drink them, and then you kind of go without them for a while. I guess much like weed, you do that. But today is your day, Scott. I hope you're not binging today because it's National Have a Coke Day. This reminds me of that famous line from Eddie Murphy from when remember he said Bill Cosby would give him shit for cussing or whatever, and Bill Cosby had Coke commercials back in the day, Scott. You remember any of that?
No, I don't remember none.
Well, I'm going to take you back and recall a little bit of that because this reminds me of a famous saying from when Bill Cosby, I think he had Coke commercials.
Bill Cosby.
The Bill to the Cosby and take a group in the kids. Let's see. Every year on May 8th, millions of people across the country celebrate National Have a Coke Day. Often referred to as Coke or Coca-Cola, is a carbonated soft drink produced by the Coca-Cola Company. Now, Scott, you had to be like horrified when they changed to the new formula. What was your take on it when they went say, you know what, this has been around for like 100 years, but we're going to change it, guys?
Yeah, that sucked real bad. And actually, I remember that era because that's when I changed over to RC. I started drinking RC until Coke Classic come back.
Because new Coke wasn't good. Now, I've always been an either-or guy. I can take whatever cola is available, Coke or Pepsi. I don't really need one over the other, but back in those days, look, he's got a soda right here. He got the Sam's Cola. He's always enjoying a cola. You gotta get it. Yep. There you go. And some people have some good knockoff brands that are kind of close enough for you, Scott, right?
Well, that's not even a knockoff. That's like an actual Coke, right? They're just using different names now, right?
Well,
or is that a knockoff?
That's a
This is a knockoff. It doesn't taste the same. It's
okay.
serviceable. The knockoffs are serviceable nowadays, but
nothing beats a McDonald's Coca-Cola though.
Yes, they're fountain sodas.
You make a good point, Vinny, and they even have like a whole structure around how they do it because they put it in a certain cup and the straw is a certain it's bigger than many other fast food straws, right?
Absolutely.
And they say that's because they do that on purpose to make the Coke like more refreshing and taste different. So you're very much on to that. Yes. That's right. Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. He remembers. Tell Bill. They all remember. See, my guys of a certain generation remember this. Well, let me go to that clip right now then. That's right. Because back in the day when we and when Eddie Murphy had that stand-up special Delirious out, he was cussing up a storm, Scott, and he was known as being like the dirty comic. Like a lot of guys probably weren't bringing it the way maybe Eddie was in modern day culture with so much cussing, right?
Right, yeah.
Like he was just
Bill Cosby is kind of anti.
And Bill Cosby was Mr. Family Man. I'm over here fucking chicks, but I'm going to tell you how to live, and I'm giving them, you putting Mickeys in their drink allegedly and all that kind of stuff, right? So allegedly, we have to say that. So back in the day, like Eddie Murphy was the biggest comedian, and it's fair to say that Eddie Murphy was outshadowing who was the previous big comedian, Bill Cosby, right? He was Mr. I'm the big comedian, Family Values. He was on everything. Like Bill Cosby was everywhere back in those days. Yep. So he was Mr. Family Values, and then here comes this brash, young black kid who's being a comedian, and he's saying all these cuss words, and Bill didn't appreciate it. So they had a conversation about it with Richard Pryor. Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor talked about it, and this was the advice that Richard Pryor gave Eddie Murphy about how he should handle Bill Cosby.
I don't give a fuck. Whatever the fuck makes the people laugh, say that shit. I said, do the people laugh when you say what you say? I said, yes. He said, do you get paid? I said, yes. He said, well, tell Bill I said, have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
Have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up was one of the funniest lines I ever heard back in those days, because no one ever dared come out against Bill Cosby, because once again, he was that comedian guy. He was Mr. Family Values and all that stuff. He was that respected dude. So that was fun time. But it's your day, Scott. It is Coke Day on the National Day calendar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't crazy when they changed the formula either, Scott, and so I just leaned on my Pepsi for a while. They realized they made a mistake after a while and brought back classic Coke. Let's see.
They should bring back the original recipe.
Yeah, they did, Vinny. They realized they fucked up big time.
With the cocaine in it.
Oh, you're talking about way original. That's right. It does have its origins, have an actual cocaine in it back in the day. You're talking about way back. But this was like the 80s reformulation. We're not going to go that far back.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be medicine. So.
Yeah, like everything back in those days were those days of the snake oil salesmen, those carpetbaggers that would go town to town selling their next cure-all formula. And so if it's got cocaine in it, you ain't going to be feeling bad about much of nothing in it, right? So I guess that's why it worked back in the day. But on National Have a Coke Day, Coca-Cola was the first introduced to the public on May the 8th in 1886. And served at Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia. Originally sold as a fountain beverage, a glass of Coca-Cola sold for 5 cents. The original formula was created by Dr. John S. Pemberton, who we all know as Dr. Pepper, a pharmacist, and was marketed as a tonic for most common ailments, like our friend Vinny just said right here, including headaches, fatigue, and nervousness. But here's the timeline. It went on sale in 86 during the temperance movement, which meant no drinking. In 1991, bottling of Coca-Cola begins for the first time in Beaton County Candy Company in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Then they had the first outdoor advertisements in the 1800s. So yeah, and then in 2013, they distribute products in 200 countries. Andrew, what are you seeing over there, Scott?
What?
They keep licking my face. It tickles.
Oh. The dogs are tickling.
I thought you were laughing at this because these both.
Yeah, what's these two doing?
Are they both fucking sleeping?
There you go. That's how exciting the vibe is, folks. Keep all the guys up. Now, I appreciate my boys being here, even if they're sleeping and all. We're doing the damn thing. We're having fun here on the vibe. Coke's not that exciting. Let's see. Didn't they put cocaine in the original Coke? Or is that a made-up story? No, our boy Vinny told us as much. I've heard many accounts of that, Vinny, that was cocaine was part of the original formula.
I could use a little of that Coke. I didn't sleep much last night.
Well, you've been doing the damn thing. I know you're taking care of Andrew as well as having fun with Andrew, and I know all that's tiring. Electric Head Gino says, Andrew is staring at the ceiling like Perry.
Fuck up.
Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. We used to say that, remember that, Bobby Nick? We used to say, Andrew, do you have like a monitor on the ceiling? Because Andrew, he would never look in the camera. He would always stare at the ceiling. We would always look at this part of Andrew. So this is just old school. The ambiguously gay duo napping. The ambiguously gay napping duo. The ambiguously gay napping duo. Bill Cosby himself is hilarious. Favorite of my wife and me. Says Terry Nee checking in the afternoon. How you doing, buddy? Scott, tell your dog I said hi. If it was done, eat him first.
Nerd said hey.
Real sugar instead of high fructose corn syrup. I'm in favor of this. And they're kind of reverting back to that. Real sugar says blood. I love Mexican Coke. Yeah, but what about the soft drink, though? That's what we're talking about. Mexican Coke is the best in little glass bottles. When I was in Disney a couple years ago, we went to Epcot and they had an international Coke pavilion, Scott and Bobby Nick. And you could go in there and try different fountain Cokes from all around the world. And some of them tasted like straight ass.
I thought
really
the best Coke in little plastic bags.
But talking about a different Coke again, you know.
Oh, my bad.
No, but yeah, it tasted like straight ass, man. Like all these different flavors. Space Nerd says, have a great afternoon, chat family. Love you all, chat family. Gina wants to start a fight. She says, no, Mexican Coke, Canadian Coke is the best, Bobby Nick.
I don't know. I haven't had it in a while. I've had, if Canadian Coke is different than American Coke, then I've never had American Coke. So, oh well.
Wow. But yeah, so there you go. I know they got different flavors. So you can have a Coke and a smile. Shut the fuck up, like Richard Pryor told Eddie Murphy famously. All right, I think we covered all the good ones here. National Student Nurse Day. I mean, it's obviously good. We acknowledge student nurses. Canadian weed is good too, says Blood. This just in, Pope Leo the 14th just declared 626 a holy day. Fuck yeah. The Pope is coming to the chili cook-off, Perry.
What the fuck up?
Do not talk to the Pope like that. He is coming to the chili cook-off. You son of a bitch.
My
All right, here.
birthday day before that. That's awesome.
Is that right? The 25th?
Yeah.
625. Mark it down on your calendars, folks. It's Vinny's birthday, June 25th. And with that, we looked at a couple items in the National Day calendar. That was the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. That was a little check of the National Day calendar. And somebody just mentioned Perry and the Pope, and it reminded me of a question that Perry Caravello, I don't know if you guys remember this, Scott or Bobby Nick or any of my boys, but Perry Caravello is actually a question on Jeopardy.
No.
Ready? Yeah, check it out. Watch.
His mouth was being controlled and used by Randy. Maggie.
Who's Perry?
Yes.
I'll take groupies for 200.
His mouth was being controlled and used by Randy. Maggie.
Who's Perry?
Yes.
I'll take groupies for 200.
There you go. I told you. That's how famous Perry Caravello is. He is Jeopardy famous, folks. All right, well, we're in the kind of the last half hour of BF Live the Vibe, but we're not going anywhere anytime soon because I got 30 great friends in here and we got plenty of stuff to get down with. Maggie knows what's up, says Blood. Hey, Lynn Monger checks in from Andrew the Giant 96 and we say, hey, back to you. This is the Vibe. Here's Andrew and he's trying to stay awake through the Vibe, which is my show. And there's Vinny and he's trying to stay awake during my show, which he's co-streaming. Andrew's having a little sciatic nerve pain today. So he's hanging in there with us. All this Coke talk is giving me a craving. I'm calling my guy. No, this is Coca-Cola Day, Popke. Drugs are bad unless you have enough to share with everybody here. Okay. All right. Well, why don't we do this? What are we going to do next? I was going to do.
Drugs are bad unless you have enough to share.
That's right. That's the rule. The rule. Why don't we do this now? We'll kind of fit them in. Maybe it's time to get sexy because we haven't done them in a day or two, guys, haven't we? I don't know. I'm foggy in the brain. Maybe some of you here are for it, or some of you are not. But it's time to get sexy, folks. We'd like to show ladies something for the ladies and something for the guys. And because I'm a gentleman, ladies go first. Here comes your Thursday juicy man meat. The party is started. It is just for the ladies. And guys, we don't judge here on the vibe. This is the vibe. This is something for everybody. And ladies go first. So ladies, you said you wanted sexy content on the vibe. And I said, I ain't scared. You send it to me and I will show it in a segment right here called Juicy Man Meat. And look, I don't know what's going on with you because if you don't think that these two guys are enough juicy man meat for you, you've been spoiled with live, actual, look at that, breasticles and juicy man meat for the last 2 days. But here you go, ladies. I overgive. This is your first piece of video juicy man meat. Oh, let me put the sound on it. BF. Doing the Macarena on a skateboard. Perry couldn't even do that. You couldn't do one of those things. All right, there's your first piece of juicy man meat. What do you think, Vinny? You skateboard like that. Vinny can skateboard like that guy.
I love to skateboard, so yeah, I could do that.
Well, if you're a member here on the Vibe, you can give them a rating between 1 and 5 by giving 1 through 5 juicy man meat emojis, or you can do simply a 0 through 10 kind of thing. What are you going to say, Vinny, about your skateboarding?
Oh, I love to skateboard, so I feel like Andrew's like, you could probably do that. I'm like, I could probably do that.
Mm-hmm. You'd certainly be better than Perry Caravello.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you can't even stand on your regular feet. Reports are coming out that the new Pope is a Cubs fan, so Perry must like that, Andrew. What do you think about it? You think that's true? New Cubs fan? I don't know. You were hoping to be a Brewers fan, wouldn't you? Maybe Widow Killer's pulling our leg and Perry's leg. But let's continue on.
Unbiased.
What's that again?
I prefer my Pope unbiased.
Exactly. You want him like all the baseball teams, Vinny.
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. Well, this, like I said, Vinny's not enough, I guess, for you ladies and gentlemen. Juicy man meat for you to have it live. So I have another piece for you. A little something for everybody. It's 3 hours of fun. This is the vibe. This is your next piece of juicy man meat, ladies. And Andrew.
Hold on.
Hello, Frisco.
How you doing? Good.
The real bold keyboard checks in from BF Live, the Vibe 979. It says, hello, Andrew and the team. How you doing? We're in the home stretch of BF Live, the Vibe, showing our sexy segments. A little something for everybody on the Vibe. And I'm highly heterosexual, folks. I don't even go out and look for this stuff. So ladies and guys, if you want to see more of this stuff here on the Vibe, you got to submit these things to me to bflive420@gmail.com, because I don't go out and look for them. You guys send them to me. I throw them in the hopper and I show them to you in no particular order. That's your second piece of juicy man meat. Matt says, Andrew, is there blood flow? Oh, I feel blood flow down there. Boner check. We need it. We're going to Andrew for a boner check, a live boner check. Andrew.
I think he's popping one right now. I'm not gonna unbox the present, but I think
popping rods. Andrew's popping rods over there, popping.
It's hard to tell, Vinny.
All right, popping a rod. We got a boner check. Lynn saying, hey girl, hey. Lynn's checking in, being part of the BF Live family over here. And we're continuing on with the third piece of content I have that's not for me, and it's not for Bobby Nick or Scott Fitzpatrick. Oh, this is just for the ladies. Oh boy, here we go. Like I said, I'm highly heterosexual. I'll say in advance. I don't go out and look for these because I don't want them in my algorithm. These are just for the ladies.
Like music.
BF. You gonna get sued by Dire Straits, BF. Mark Knopfler's gonna kick your ass, BF. It's gay bobsledding.
Hello, Frisco.
Look at them yo-yos. Look at them yo-yos. That's not the way I do it. Oh, geez. Juicy Man Meat. Kyoto's knees is having fun. Don't be too excited singing the song over there. How is Andrew? Asked Lynn.
Good.
He's good. He's having a little sciatic pain today, so he's got his little kind of gangster lean going on there, and he's hanging out. He's got his little midday nap going on here, Lynn. Oh, geez. She's laughing. Hey, Lynn, don't forget, if I didn't ask you already, make your way over here to BF Live The Vibe. Hit me up with a subscribe. If you want to see this stuff on the regular, that's where the show's coming from that you're watching on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Oh, and here comes another piece of Juicy Man Meat. I don't know what it is. I just play it in no particular order. Ladies, here's your next piece of Juicy Man Meat. Uh-oh, Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're looking at his Harrigan impression through the pants. That's why they asked if you had gray sweatpants yesterday, Vinny.
Oh.
The Stacey Allen and the women in here, they particularly like gray sweatpants.
I don't know if that tight, but...
You don't have that tight? Well, you better get with it. That's why he's going shirtless here, folks. On the Vibe. Here we go.
Hello, Frisco.
Popke says it's the gay. That was the San Francisco bobsled team on that last one on the Vibe. All right. Well, I think I've showed you 3 ladies. I believe that means I owe you one more piece of content that's not for me and it's not for the heterosexual guys. This is just for the ladies and guys who like it. Oh, so here's the last piece for today. Oh, here we go. Don't shoot the messenger, ladies. I just play it as you send it in. This is your last piece for today of Juicy Man Meat.
Rich 8-figure, that's my type.
BF.
Rich 8-figure, that's my type.
Uh-oh, Andrew better get to the gym if he's going to keep up with that guy.
Yeah, good luck,
but he's already part of being on the live part of Juicy Man Meat, which was the segment you just watched right there. Now, ladies, because I love my ladies and I spoil the ladies, I have something for you. I have a bonus piece of Juicy Man Meat submitted just for me. I'm going to play for you right now here on the Vibe. This is a bonus exclusive here to the Vibe. It was sent to me, given to me. So I'm going to play it for you right now. Like to see it? Here it go. Let me find it for you. This is bonus Juicy Man Meat produced exclusively for the Vibe. It's a Terry Knee Man Meat. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, no.
See? I told you. Look at, oh, wait a minute. You can see his herg.
Oh.
I saw the outline of his herg.
Good morning, gorgeous.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Fingers work wonders, lady.
Uh-oh.
And my whole life.
I boned you. There it is. He did that song rock. Bullshit. You can't handle all that sexy. See what happens when you come on these shows? That is the one and only, that's a Terry Nee joint right there. Thank you, Terry Nee, for sending that fun my way. He actually was producing that and kind of got it to the email. We boomered it up and we made it the screen for you right on time. Boomer and Gen X Power come together to create a vibe right here on BF Live The Vibe. All right, well, I'm going to show you something in between, but then I got distracted by that for a second. What was I going to show you next? I was going to show you this little thing real quick yesterday, and then we're going to do, don't fret, guys, because we're going to get semis together. It's only 6 minutes to the top of the hour, so I'm going to show you one little clip. We're going to go and do a bricked up segment for the boys, and then we're going to hang out and let you know where we're going to be the rest of the night, because it's Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. There's no filter day. I got a show later on tonight. We'll tell you all about them when we do our plugs right after our last couple things we're going to do. We talked about Letterman yesterday, Scott and Bobby Nick, and how much I liked him when I was growing up. I had no idea that he auditioned for the main role in Airplane, the one that Robert Hayes, I think, ended up with, the kooky pilot guy.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Right, the guy he couldn't fly anymore, but he had to fly. I like the smoke you got out there, Scott. Well, this is actually an old screen test. David Letterman was actually up for that role. Let's look at this little screen test of David Letterman possibly up for that Robert Hayes role.
Ted, we got a telegram this morning from headquarters.
Headquarters? What is it?
It's a big building where the officers meet. But that's not important right now. You're taking all the blame for what happened on that raid was a pretty courageous thing to do.
Was it? Because of my mistake, 6 men didn't come back from that raid.
7. Lieutenant Zip died this morning. Dr. Chandler says you'll be out in a week. Isn't that wonderful?
I wish I could say the same thing for George Zip.
Ted, be patient. No one expects you to get over this immediately. I found a wonderful little apartment for us. It has a brick fireplace and a cute little bedroom with mirrors on the ceiling. What's wrong with him?
It's Lieutenant Hurwitz, severe shell shock. He thinks he's Ethel Merman.
You'll be swell. You'll be great. Gonna have the whole world.
There you go. Hello. How about that? Who knew, guys? Who knew? Well, there you go. All right. Well, it is 5 minutes to the top of the 3 o'clock hour. That means we're almost at the end of 3 hours of live content that I hope you enjoyed today. But we're not even done with you today, folks. We're going to do one more segment, guys. What do you say? We let the ladies go first because we're gentlemen. It's only proper to let them get theirs in before we get semis with each other and get bricked up.
She's cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See after pushing and reaching that will. But I'm in full view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
That's right, guys. It's our turn. Oh, and Andrew's like, he's done. He's like, we're done with the man stuff. I think he was actually trying to tell us that he actually had to go to the bathroom. Unfortunate timing for him that he wants to leave only during the heterosexual segment, but stayed for the gayer segment.
Hurrying, don't worry.
Wait a minute. That's okay, buddy. We can do this another day if you don't make it back in time. Because I'm going to run a few of these. Ooh, these are good. Let's get around. It's our turn, guys, to get semis together. Here we go. It's time to get bricked up. Here's my first selection for you today. Damn.
I don't know.
I can tell Andrew's watching. He might have that camera up, but he's watching. What do you think of that? Call her Jello. I like that jiggle, Andrew. I like that jiggle. Go on, Jello. They jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. They jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Here we go with the next one, Andrew. I got another one for you, buddy. Let me go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, now I'll play. Oh, sorry about what? We didn't. Oh, he's back. There you go, man. He had to come back real quick. Andrew is highly heterosexual as well. He don't want to miss this segment. This is Bricked Up for the Guys. Oh, there's some music on this. God damn.
Oh, look at that.
Get cheeky. Let's get cheeky, baby. like you. No, I don't want to leave this wretched alone. That I'd meet somebody like you. That works for me. That gets me bricked up pretty good. Right here on the vibe.
This is the segment where we all get hard together.
Yeah, we get semis together. That's right. It's nothing weird about that at all. It's just like going to the strip club almost.
She's got deep butt cheeks.
Whoa.
I like it.
She got deep butt. Yeah, I guess you got to have.
I got deep butt cheeks.
Yeah, we definitely got to get a woman saying that on a recording right here on the vibe. Oh, well, I played this one the other day, but in light, I think this inspired you guys to go to the gym. Yeah. Right? The day after I showed this, you guys ran out to the gym. I wanted to see that last girl run into a telephone pole when she turned her head. They were looking for this. They were looking for this machine in the gym yesterday, Scott. This is what they were doing. I want the vag lat poop. Andrew's like, I was looking. He went all around the gym looking for that machine after I showed this the other day, Vinny.
Yeah.
Well, all around.
I'm a fan.
All around that gym. I wanted to see her run. We got that one. Dear God, help us. And stick out your tongue while you're doing it, if you know what I'm saying. Right, Andrew? All right, that's a workout video. All right. How about one more, guys? One more that we haven't seen. Oh, here we go. Let's leave it with a good one. Here we go. This is the next one. Oh shit.
Oh no.
I understand you have a preference, Bobby, but
Somebody said in here they were like in the Gilf Hunters and their fellow Gilf Hunters. Now I'll leave.
In the eye of the beholder.
Ooh, I'll leave.
Grandma.
I'll leave it with one good one, guys. I'll get that taste out of your mouth, and then we're gonna come back and put a whole nother taste in your mouth by telling you where we're gonna be after today's show, guys. Here's one for you. This is for real.
Oh.
That shit jiggles like jello.
That is some extra jiggle there. Holy shit.
Boner check, guys. I hope you got your semis. That was your chance, because that was bricked up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See out the pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full of you, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, brick me up.
And with that, boys, we are spent. We are done, folks, at 1 minute after 3 o'clock on the East Coast of the United States. We did it. We had it. We done it. We're doing it. And we're going to keep doing it some more tonight. We're doing it. We're not done doing it. Hey, Andrew, any last words and plugs, my friend?
I'm gonna try to nap before no filter.
Please do, Andrew. Please do. Doing us a service instead of falling asleep during your own goddamn show.
So the show that Andrew's going to try not to fall asleep on, it comes on tonight at 7 p.m. East. That's No Filter with Andrew and Friends. Lest you're confused on Andrew the Giant 96, where this show is right now, Andrew has a whole other channel. No Filter with Andrew and Friends. 7 o'clock tonight, right, Andrew?
Yes.
You'll be there. Vinny will probably be there shirtless. Maybe Andrew will have less clothes on later on. You won't know unless you show up tonight at 7 p.m. East for No Filter with Andrew and Friends. This guy, next guy, he's going to be on there too. He'll tell you about where he's going to be, the ones he can remember.
Yeah, as Andrew was saying, tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, No Filter, Andrew and Friends at No Filter, Andrew. And then also on Bobby Nick's channel, the Lunatic Lounge at Bobby Nick 1978 at the same time. But he has also got other shows on there. He's up late at night. And pretty much you turn on that channel and you'll pretty much find Bobby Nick, I believe.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I say it all the time. That's right. If you just turn on your YouTube, Bob will be doing something, and he's going to tell you about right now, being that it's Thursday, I'll remind him, he's going to tell you about the ones he knows about right now.
Yeah, 3:30 after this show. Go over to my channel at BobbyNick1978. Me and Wendy will be doing a show, motherfuckers. So come check us out. And then tonight, No Filter with Andrew and Friends, 7 p.m. Eastern. Me, Andrew, Scott, Bobby, and a few other knuckleheads. And then, yeah, like Scott said as well, tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern at BobbyNick1978. You could check out the Lunatic Lounge. We're doing episode 142, I think.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Don't be late, sucker.
Right. Don't be late.
I thought he was talking to you, Bobby Nick. You guys talking to each other?
Yes.
Oh, maybe he is talking to me.
Yeah, he was. I thought he was talking shit to you. Like, don't be late, fucker. For that's right, because he knows you're doing other shows. He don't like anything interfering with the No Filter going down tonight. Even though he might sleep through it, Bob. He don't make sure that you're not late. Space Chief 75 says, "Great show, boys," and I say thank you all very much. I think we got them all in. We hit Andrew. We hit Scott. We hit Bobby Nick, but now it's my turn. I'm not done, folks. Today is my 2 podcast show day today. And it works out just right that you can watch all the stuff that Scott and Bobby Nick and Andrew described to you earlier at 7 and on. But when you get to 10 o'clock tonight and you're still not done having fun, that's when you're going to join me on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel for Replayables. That's where we watch fun, cool videos. We spin a wheel. We drink, smoke, laugh, and joke, and do whatever the wheel tells us. 10 p.m. East tonight. 100 Proof Podcasting channel with my bro Chris Abels. The 100 Proof Podcasting link is running throughout the entirety of the show, as well as all of our other friends. So click on whatever link you want to get on before we leave the show. BF, ask Scott, red or blue, and thanks. Wait a minute. Because that means something to you guys, huh?
I have no idea. I'll take red.
Red or blue, Scott, is what he simply says.
Blue.
I don't know if it's thongs or weed pipes or anything. Maybe you'll find out tonight because David Bybee hangs out on No Filter with Andrew and Friends as well. So plenty of fun to be had. Go hang out with them at 7. Come hang out with me at 10 o'clock on Replayables, 100 Proof Podcasting. And if not, we'll see you here tomorrow for Friday to wrap up this week of podcasting. For my friends, Andrew and the shirtless Vinny checking in from Florida. From Brick Dub, Scott Fitzpatrick, and Bobby Nick from up here in Canada, I'm BF Bobby Fran saying peace and love. And have a great rest of your Thursday. And we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. It's not bye. It's just bye for now. And we'll see you the next time we see you on The Vibe. Bye, folks.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Tacky Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.